We should be live. Trying something a little different tonight. Let's see if you guys like it. If you don't like it, you let me know. But until then, hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 476. I'm your host, Barry.
Oh, it's Anthony.
And Frank.
And tonight, I don't know what we're going to talk about. A lot of stuff, I guess.
Bunch of stuff happened.
Microsoft hit pretty much a home run, and we covered it.
Yeah, we covered the event earlier, and it was very very different than what we expected, but it was also, there were still some problems we had with it, but for the most part we had some fun talking about some of the predictions, and we had some surprises.
We got a surprise on the screen right now. So Abo's in the chat. Holy no delays. Well, Forza, but there you go. It's coming.
Well, they usually come out in fall anyway, right? So
yeah. A little motorsport. So
Xbox went.
It was actually pretty good. I mean, all things considering.
Like
yeah,
I
they
said,
opened with Minecraft, right? That was the big snooze fest of the whole thing, really.
Yeah, that's kind of sad too. It's Minecraft.
It was just PvP stuff. And like we talked about earlier in the chat, I just don't really know if like even kids care about that stuff because they're probably already playing Fortnite or whatever else, multiplayer games, Call of Duty. I mean, so I don't know.
That's 5 games. Well, what are the 5 games? This game, Redfall, Forza, Starfield, and what's the 5th game?
In Minecraft, Forza, Starfield, this game, and Redfall. I think that's 5.
But does Minecraft count because it's on multiplat? I just saw the preview for PS4 for Minecraft.
Oh, it has to be an exclusive. Okay.
Abo has a debt to collect. All right. Well, you know what, Abo? You picked the time and you picked the place. How about that? The Alchemist is here. Richard's here. Nice border. Thank you. It took us. We actually came back on like an hour and a half ago, and we tried to figure this out.
A little test.
Literally had to cut it to meet Discord's little BS thing, and it's still not like quite 100%, but whatever. It's good enough. So I only have this game for its footage, so you're gonna see it on a loop tonight. I didn't have time to record, more gameplay. I could do that during the week though, for next week. I don't know. We're just trying something different. It was so nice we did it twice. So there you go.
There you go.
If you guys like this, we'll keep it. If you don't like it, we'll go back to the old format. But why not? You're the only game store that's not effing me. Sheesh. Yeah, because I just want to get rid of stuff. That's why. Oh, never mind. That don't count. I like this. Template looks great. Thank you. Yeah, it took us a while, but we got it.
Glad you guys like it.
Yeah. A lot of cutting for this. I had to cut the borders. I had to trim out the old border. I basically took the old border we used today for the show, and I put the purple background around it. Then I had the green border, and I had to trim the corners so that they were round. So here you go. I'm glad you like it. Put some work into this stuff. So I like the show, says RWK. They showed us a few games, but couldn't done less talking. Yeah, they could have done less talking, I agree. I think the OG Xbox One was better gen than this one so far. Yeah. Well, that was that first year, that launch. I like the purple glow effect. Thank you.
It is nice.
The show, I give the show a 3 out of 5. They shadow dropped the game that we're looking at, Hi-Fi Rush. I enjoyed the game. As you can see, I put about an hour in. I'm enjoying what I'm playing. And Anthony, didn't you play this game tonight?
Yeah, I checked it out. I beat the first level and checked it out on I think it was probably like a couple hours after we got off. I downloaded it, and then when I was done some editing, I jumped on it, and it was fun. I really enjoyed how it ran. It ran really smooth. I didn't have any problems. I jumped on Game Pass and downloaded it, and it's a pretty fun rhythm game. I think if you're into music rhythm games, you can like this. I think even if you don't, you can drop it on easy, and it's more easier that way. It's where even if you're not really a fan of like all the rhythm aspects, because there's a lot that kind of go into this with the fighting and stuff, and if you synchronize your hits, it benefits combos and stuff. So it is a different style of game, but it does run really well, and it's kind of cool that you get to do certain things as the songs kind of open up and the whole environment is synced to the songs that you hear, so you can predict everything as long as you just hear. You have to basically listen. You have to make sure that you at least have it through headphones, or you have like the game turned up, because it helps when you can kind of sync your button combinations. So it was fun. It was fun.
RWK ordered Vanguard for 20, but got the Xbox One version. Well, you should have asked me. I got 2 copies at the store. I would have helped you out. Gotta ask me next time. Alchemist, I played. It's definitely a decent game. You don't pay full price for it, but that's what Game Pass is for. I actually would pay $20 for this game. It's $29.99. I think if they drop another $9, I'll grab it. This is kind of like what Frank is saying. Says Abo, good thing they release a smaller game like this. Yes. The whole squares need to be a little bit. Yeah, well, we're working on it. Tonight's just a test. If you guys like it, we'll keep it, and we'll try to improve on it. If not, we'll go back to the old format.
I'm just testing.
Bro, I've been asking your ass forever. Yeah, you asked me when I didn't have it, and then when you didn't ask me anymore, I got 2 of them traded. And the Modern Warfare 2 OG still. Yeah, I'll check when I go in. It's snowing outside, so what can I do? Yes, I really like this. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Originally, I was going to put a border around us, but the border didn't fit. So, for now. Liquor Sandwich. What's up, brother? How you doing? He's a member of the channel.
What's up, man?
Yeah, this game surprised me, actually. I didn't think it was going to be very fun, but I played the whole first level and I liked it so far, so
Yeah,
it's a good little drop.
it's not bad for a shadow drop, and something that is on PC and Xbox. You can just check out on Game Pass, and if you don't like it, you just uninstall it. That's why it's good to have that option. But it actually surprised me, and I think it's cool that they have actual rock music in it too, and they have that theme, which is pretty cool. So it could have been a lot different, and I like the anime style that it has going for it. And yeah, it's kind of crazy that the Godfather Resident Evil produced this one, but here we are.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good little game to drop for a shadow drop.
It's a bridge,
people,
right?
This got leaked out as far as the name of the game, but nobody knew what it was, and it was perfect. Nobody saw this coming. Literally, nobody saw it. People heard about it being shown, but not only did they show it, but they dropped it day one. That's what Xbox needs to do. And it's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, and it's just a small bridge between their next big project. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a smaller drop for them, and then they're already working on the next thing. It might not be Evil Within 3, but it'll be something else that, this is just another thing that they had going on the side, you know. So I think this will be a bridge between their next project.
Man, it's been so dry, I'm not even complaining, says RWK. The Alchemist says anybody knows the cat is basically the same cat from Evil Within, and I think Ghostwire had the cat too. And Abo says he did notice that. He likes their cats.
Yeah, it's like your companion, and it also helps you hit more button prompts within like the mini games when you're like what you're seeing now on screen. When you're facing it and you have to do like when you actually get the cat companion, it like helps you in hitting those extra beats basically. So it's pretty cool.
You see, when I played this for the footage, I had the volume off. I wasn't even listening because I was on the phone.
Yeah.
But I had to get the footage, so I had to sit here
Yeah.
and play. Shinji is a crack confirmed. I don't know, Stevie Mac. How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
They like cats, though.
That's Anthony's cat, says RWK.
It's in the game.
Good old Tommy Pickles with his cat.
Yeah, why is their
Anthony.
logo a snail and not a not a cat? You know what I mean? They have a snail as their logo, and we're like, what the hell?
Maybe because they take forever to make games.
Yeah.
Which Abba says, got to give Tango props for releasing 2 games in under a year.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is just a side bridge gap that where it was just like a fun project for them, and they have something else coming up, you know?
Right. Even Within 3 is going to happen at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
So, all right. What do we got going on? What do you think? What did you think, Frank? You were the only one that didn't come in. What did you think of the show?
I agree with you guys. Like a 3 out of 5. It wasn't as bad as I thought because I thought it was going to be like Trebuchets again, where they just talk and talk and talk. It went by pretty quick. Nothing super spectacular, but nothing too terrible either. So I mean, it wasn't bad. This game is cool. That's pretty much it. This is a step in the right direction for sure, as far as how they are going to do these showcases.
What did you think of the vampire game?
But Redfall, it looks too much like the other 4-player games, like Alien and Back 4 Blood and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I'm not really into those anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Like Back 4 Blood, it was good. I did enjoy it, but it obviously kind of lacked like the replay value of like Left 4 Dead, because Left 4 Dead had those kind of cartoony graphics, but they were a little bit more like it was more like gritty. Like it wasn't as polished. Like this looks a little bit more polished than that. Than even Back 4 Blood, I would say it has even more of like a squeaky clean kind of aesthetic than that. Which is again, yeah, like it's either going to be for people or it's not, you know. I don't know. I didn't really know much about this in game until I saw the gameplay, and I was like, oh, it is a 4-player type game. So, but it is on Game Pass, so it could be one of those things where like if we jumped on and checked it out for a stream or something, and we might like it. I don't know. But that's again a good reason why we have, you know, Game Pass and we can just check it out.
I want to address RWK in the chat room. If Starfield was coming out in March, it would have been on the show.
I was gonna say that would have been.
You know
they would have
why?
had the Starfield show first
Because Redfall is in May. Why would you show May and not show March? Because it ain't coming out in March.
And we know Starfield's gonna get its own event, right? And that hasn't been announced yet.
So Redfall is going to take priority over Starfield. You figured it out.
But here's the thing: if they have Redfall and Starfield come out the same year, then all right, we have something coming, you know, this gen where there's some stuff to look forward to. Don't know what's going to be good, but
here it is. Men at Work finally on Blu-ray.
Yeah, there you go with the slip.
Yeah, for only $17 because they refunded me $8. The price dropped. You should get that too, right?
Yeah.
You should be getting that email if you didn't get it already. I'm interested to try Redfall. Me too. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see how it is.
Yeah, especially if we're all here. We could download it, check it out, and then talk about it on the show. Let people know what's going on. And I don't know, man. I just want to see this year packed with some games. I want some positivity out there for these gens, but I'm also not going to go in and just be like, "Oh yeah, anything that comes out, I'll take it," cuz not everything might be good. Um like the Forza stuff, it has been a while since they brought back motorsport, I guess, so that's what Abbo was saying earlier. So, that's something where I know people are looking forward to that, but again, it's on Game Pass. It'll probably come out in the fall. Um so we have that, but it, it it just needs to be stacked on both ends. You know what I mean? We know Sony has Spider-Man 2, um, but Xbox really needs to show the sauce this year, like we were saying before. But you were right, Perry, about your predictions about the talking, the dev stuff. Like you're spot on with that. That's pretty much what we got. I felt like them opening with Minecraft was a little bit of a momentum killer. They should have came out swinging with like this game announcement, right here that we're looking at. Like be like, boom, Shadow Drop, start off strong. But they started off with the with the Minecraft PvP, which I
Well,
was like, eh.
the most talking
Little-
was Minecraft, so maybe it was good just to get that out of the way.
That's true. It was just weird to start with that, but I guess instead of putting it in the middle and make the momentum kind of drag, I guess they're like, all right, let's just start with it because, like you said, the investors and everything, like they got to talk, make hit those talking points, right? But
Yeah, it's annoying.
it's very annoying. It's very obvious and annoying. And we were saying that when we were live, so that's not a surprise to some of you guys listening. But yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I'd say 3 out of 5. But again, we gotta cover and see that Starfield event, and that's really gotta blow people away, honestly, because that's gonna make or break what the fuck this year is gonna entail. When you're talking like how many games we're actually gonna get and what's gonna be fulfilling. We'll see.
Grayson's in the chat room. How you doing, man? Hi-Fi
Uh,
Rush is amazing, he says. I agree. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. The first boss fight's a Nine Inch Nails song. Well, I turned that off because I was streaming. I want to check this out on the OLED.
Probably gonna look nuts.
Well, you're gonna find out for the Royal Rumble on Saturday, huh?
Yay!
We're back in WWE, everybody. I re-signed. I'm gonna be locked up for 6 years.
The Royal Rumble.
The Royal Bumblebee.
We gotta watch the Rumble because this is probably the
This is
last.
probably the last McMahon Royal Rumble. for
Yeah,
all
we gotta
know.
see it.
Come on.
Trainwreck, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up?
Check out Trainwreck's channel. Subscribe. He'll probably be
I'm
streaming after
subbed.
us. When we go off the air tonight, he'll probably be on there. He's streaming Dead Space 1, the original. New setup. Well, let's not get carried away. Let's see if you guys like it first. If you guys like the setup, we'll do it. Unfortunately, I have one game that I'm looping tonight. Because I didn't have enough time to record. We were creating the setup, and actually the two of these guys were helping me. I needed them to log into Discord and be bubbles. So they could
We're
cut
pretty
the
much
game.
just models for you, but
Yeah. Anyway. If you guys like it, we'll keep it. If you don't like it, we'll bring it back to what it used to be. I just have to hit one button and we're back to normal. I like it. Hopefully everyone else will. Okay. Well, we'll put a poll in the chat. It's time. It's good to switch things up a little bit. You know what I mean? Every once in a while.
we're
Absolutely.
evolving.
Yeah.
The evolution. It's 10 years.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's a 10. That's right. I totally forgot. This show will be 10 years old in a couple of months.
So it's all good if we try and test some stuff out. It's all good.
The show's gonna get different once we get in the future. It's just gonna get different for sure. If I ever get into another house or something, I'll make a podcast studio, and that'll be different. So just keep watching. We'll try to keep up with the times. All right. So this show is pretty good. I give him credit for that.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a snooze fest
No,
entirely.
and the game drop was awesome because this game is really good. It's not like some crappy game that came out. It's pretty fun. All right.
It's an actual game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. But do you guys want to move on to some more stuff or?
Let's move on. Let's
Okay.
start the show.
Yeah.
All right. So Dead Space is coming out Friday. So they've revealed that you can play as Isaac in Fortnite, which is odd to me, but okay.
Yeah, he was an NBA Jam, and now he made his way, around to the Fortnite train.
Now,
There we
also
go.
Free
allegedly,
promotion.
There you go.
allegedly
Well, not
Dead
free,
Space will
but,
have
you know.
multiple endings too. We heard. I don't know if the
Multiple endings?
original did.
There'll be
No,
multiple endings to
didn't.
this game, this remake.
Yeah, that is new.
And the new Plus mode drops on release day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the original.
The way
Oh,
it
yeah.
should be.
I agree. Don't know why it's not running in 4K 60, but
Yeah, well, neither does Callisto shit call.
I know, but I mean, I'm not saying that that's not a problem on both of their, but like again, no one's
Well,
talking
if you
about
buy it on
that.
PC, you get it in 4K, like 240 or whatever, so you're good.
I talked about it last week that it doesn't run in 4K, but
Yeah,
calls it out.
Did Callisto
yeah.
get new Game Plus yet? Yes. They launched it. The minute the numbers came out as crappy, they released it. Because they want to get rid of it. It was dropped like what, a month early? Like the IP's dead. Just release it.
They crunched it right
Don't buy
out.
that season pass until they actually release something. If they release something, they might not. All
well,
right.
regardless, I mean, like I said, I think it's a good time to be a survival horror fan. The fact that we're getting content that's new, and we'll see how Dead Space is. I'll be live on Friday, so
Well, there he goes. If
It's a
you
great
want to check
time
out
to
Dead
be-
Space live, check out Anthony's channel. I might stream it that morning, but
I'm not going to stream it till 5 because that's like usually when people are on. So
I'm probably not going to be around till at 5 o'clock. So definitely check out Anthony's channel. I'll probably be on in the morning because then I got to get sleep and then I got to leave. Well, you know what? My analog pockets are coming on Friday.
Well, I think we're all gonna check this one out. So we'll let you know next week.
I bought it on Xbox today because it was still on sale, the pre-order thing. I was gonna buy it on Steam, but like you said, they ran out of keys. I double checked.
Yep.
And I'm pissed. I'm not buying it on Origin. It's only $40 on Origin.
I'm gonna have to buy it on Steam. I
got the discount. I got gift
anyway.
cards, and I got $25 in Xbox rewards, which I'm probably gonna use for Resident Evil 4, even though I want to buy that on PC. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And Best Buy will give you both steelbooks if you buy the game. Well, you'll get the one.
well, they give
steelbook if
you
buy the
they
regular
give you
game.
the one. Yeah,
If you buy the
they'll give you
collectors,
that
though, you
one.
get both. It's a collector's not at Best Buy.
It's GameStop exclusive because
well, there you
every
go.
single time they have to make a GameStop exclusive, so you had to deal with those assholes. But I digress.
Oh yeah, we ordered that, Frank. That's coming out.
Yeah.
Make sure the money's in the bank.
Well, it's not till March, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
I'm just double checking CD keys just to see if it came back up.
How the hell do you run out of digital copies? Well, what happens is the distributors will buy keys. They'll buy like 500 keys or something. You get 500 people that buy them. You got none left.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Callisto Protocol New Game Plus just dropped it. Yeah, it did a couple days ago. That's what the 13 gigabyte update was. Yes. What's up with the performance? Still has issues. It's all right. I'm almost done with the game, so I don't even care at this point.
Luckily, the code was for $56, but the game's only $59 on Steam, so it's not. It still sucks, but
For what?
Could be
Dead
worse.
Space?
yeah, it says $59.99.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
it wasn't $59.99 last month.
Oh yeah, it was the key was cheaper before. It was, I think it was less than
The
this.
deluxe edition was like $54 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it
And the
definitely
regular
was.
edition was like 40 something.
Yeah,
$48
you're right.
or something.
I know because I definitely saw it for cheaper than that. And then, like you said, the Origin version is $42, but who's gonna do that? So, but yeah, so we'll be checking that out this weekend, and then we'll let you guys know what we think on Wednesday. You could tune into Anthony live to get his thoughts as he's playing it.
Yeah, I'll probably also be playing it Saturday on the harder mode, and if there's another ending, I'll try to get that ending. If there's,
How you
a
gonna
way
beat
I
a
can.
60-hour game in one night?
It ain't 60 hours. You know what I mean?
Oh,
The original
yes.
the original Dead Space you can beat in like 8 to 10, easy first time round. So this is probably going to be something you can crush easily. It's a remake, but it's not going to be like an extra 5 hours. You know what I
You
mean?
never know.
Like it is not going to be that, but we'll see.
Didn't limited run do a collectors? I don't know. Limited run.
They did do a collectors for Dead Space.
They just lie a lot. They're like, oh yeah, get this here. Yeah. Sell them at Best Buy.
The Royal Rumble Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Okay, so I'll play this game on Friday.
GameStop did too. I heard there's some hidden alternative ending for Dead Space 3. Yep, we just talked about that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
multiple endings. I don't know
Maybe I'll-
how.
maybe
they
I'll
get
find
them,
out
but-
He's
how
gonna
to
have
find
to
the
stream it
difference.
8 times to find all the endings.
Yeah, maybe I'll find out after the first run like what to do or how to make that happen,
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, that's Dead Space. Oh, I
Dead
bought
Space.
Fallen Order, or not Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. I bought that too today. With
On
my gift
Xbox?
cards. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
I don't.
So,
there's
yeah.
no Steam codes up for that yet, so
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably play that one on PC also, but we'll see.
playing them all on PC.
Now I really want to. So we got a release date for GoldenEye finally today,
Finally.
the 27th.
Yeah, it's coming out Friday when Dead Space is out. Smart one.
Yeah.
So maybe Friday night we'll play GoldenEye on the Switch because it has online.
Yeah, we could try it
Check that
out.
out. Now it's also releasing on Xbox, but it is not the GoldenEye remaster, I should say.
The one that we streamed on the channel
The one
back
that we
in
streamed on the channel, the Xbox Live version.
Was that 2 years ago already?
Yeah.
Damn.
We are not getting that version. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, because that's what we were excited for. So we can't put away our 360s or
No, we
XCai
still
if we want
can't.
to play.
So yeah,
We're stuck.
Nintendo's
That's
got
just
the
it's
advantage.
a bummer. They got the one up. They got the online and we got the System Link couch co-op or couch multiplayer BS. I mean, it's not BS, like it's still fun, but that's not why we wanted this thing, you know what I mean? It got delayed before or not delayed but canceled actually, and then obviously the people that found it, that was like a gift to fans to be like, hey, all right, here we go. Like now we can actually click a button and we can get the old graphics with the new graphics, and it was really cool.
Right.
But we don't have that now. We just have the base game, and that's just the way it looks.
Which, by the way, Halo stole that. The Halo Halo anniversary. Halo anniversary.
Halo.
They actually, for 360, they stole that feature.
Remember on the 360 too, when it did it, it had to load. It was like,
yeah.
But that
Yeah,
now it's like seamless because obviously the load times. But back when that anniversary came out, it was like you had to just wait every time you wanted to switch it over.
I think the only upgrade is widescreen for the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they added to it, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's cool to see it. Obviously,
the 360 version is the Switch version. Only you're going to get online.
Yeah,
right.
But it's just a bummer because we're all fans of GoldenEye, and everyone deserves to at least be able to play it on Xbox Live, I think.
Well, what's cool about it is you could buy a Series S and you could couch co-op it just like you did in the old days. And people can still enjoy it that way. It's just like, man, we're so far removed from all that. We just want to play it online. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's like, why not have both, right? But Nintendo had to get that one.
I don't even know how to. I've never played online really with the Switch, only with that Marvel game, I think. So we gotta connect up and see how it runs.
Yeah.
It should be all right.
When does it drop on there?
Friday.
That's what I'm saying. I won't. Friday night I'll be around like later, so we can play that. Could jump on the Switch,
Yeah,
and if anybody like Ludwin or anybody wants to jump on, we'll be on.
I have the dock out here that has the Ethernet, so I'll just plop it in there and try it. See how it goes. I
Yeah,
don't
use
know.
my Switch Lite that's been sitting here for 2 years.
Perfect.
Wonder if Jedi Survivor has a U-turn on your friend's message. Maybe. Oh yeah, you didn't play that, did you, Frank? Jedi
I,
Academy on
I
Series X.
Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
You mean No, I didn't finish it.
Have you played it?
Uh, Not Fallen Order. Jedi Academy. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Jedi Academy,
I
not
don't
Fallen
think
Order.
so. No.
It's on the Series X.
Oh,
It's
I
backwards
thought you.
compatible.
I thought you meant Fallen Order. I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, I never played Jedi Academy. I gotta check that out.
Did you play Star Wars Demolition, Frank, on PS1?
No,
It's on
never played that.
Dreamcast too. I have Switch Online if you all need people. Yeah, well, we'll have a big party on Friday night then.
We probably have to exchange friend codes.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. You got to type out the paragraph
You
of
know,
the
that's so
code.
stupid.
You're telling me. And how many people can you have online?
Fred and Barney
4?
have a Switch? I mean, come on. How old is this thing?
Well, it's cool that it's finally dropping, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be playing Dead Space all weekend probably, so
All weekend? Even at 1 o'clock in the morning?
probably. I mean, depends on how long. If they add extra 5 hours like you're predicting, I don't know. We'll see. Might have to pull an all-nighter. I pretty much did for Callisto. I got done at like 6 a.m. But
Can't find GoldenEye Game Pass.
because it's not there
Because
yet.
it's not up.
Also, isn't under Rare Replay? I'm sure it'll have its own thing.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
probably
you
gonna
can
have its own
pre-install,
thing,
right?
but it'll probably be an update on that day.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you could pre-install like however many megabytes or small amount of gigabytes.
Why did Microsoft not do multiplayer? They probably couldn't. It was probably something in the terms of service. I mean, look, if you're a Nintendo, you're probably thinking, okay, if they have multiplayer, we can't offer anything. But if you pull the strings at Nintendo, like, yeah, you know what, you can have the game, but we're getting multiplayer.
It ensures people subscribe to their service.
I don't know, man.
We'll see how it is. Hopefully, it'll just
Y'all
work
don't have to
fine
be
and you can play
dicks.
it.
I'm trying to pre-install. What's the game? 50 megabytes?
That's what I'm saying. It's not even gonna be like anything. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it'll run good.
You
And
know what's gonna happen now.
we'll
You're
play
gonna have
it.
all these stupid people. I want a physical copy of GoldenEye.
Oh my god! I need that little Switch cartridge or something.
Come on.
All right. So what's next?
We got an update on Halo, even though reports were saying this was the end. Apparently, 343 will still be working on Halo,
No.
unfortunately.
No.
So all of our hope that it was going to go somewhere else is not happening right now.
No, for right now it won't. But you wait.
Well, they might have just told them that, so they keep working on it. Like, oh, don't worry, guys, you're good.
You know, I hear people saying, "Oh, Halo should just go away." It's like, no, Halo should not go away. Halo should just be fixed. And even if you have to make a whole new game, fix it. Infinite can't be fixed.
No,
But you can make a new Halo and just get it done. That's why I bought the Xbox. Dude, that's like saying if Mario has a bad game, you wrap it up with this Mario stuff. No, you don't wrap it up with Mario. He's the guy. Like,
Yeah.
you buy Nintendo to play Mario. If Zelda has a bad game, and there's been some bad Zelda games, Hyrule Warriors 2,
Yeah.
you don't say, hey, you know what, it's time for Zelda to wrap it up. No. This is why I buy an Xbox for Halo. I buy the Xbox for Halo, Gears of War. Not so much Forza, but it's the best racing game on there. You don't wrap it up. What you do is you wrap up that studio and say, right in the garbage, and you get a new studio and you have them do it. Okay? You got the money. It's not like you don't have the money.
They just gotta start over.
I almost have no faith in Halo or 343 at the moment. That's great. Neither do I. Neither do we. Right at this point.
We tried.
Halo Infinite's a good little game. I'm not saying the game sucks or anything, but we need more maps, and it's been a year. 2 years? A year? It came out a year ago, right? A couple months ago?
I think it was a year.
Yeah.
They only
In
gave us 2
December.
maps. What's going on? We need more maps.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be. It's just not like the slower paced Halo that we used to have and that you can play on MCC. This
And
is
they
like
lied
fast
about
paced.
doing the content, the single player content.
Yeah.
They never developed it. Ever. They said, oh yeah, we're making it, it's gonna be good. They never even had it. 343 should have been canned after the Halo, the Master Chief. Yeah, but you see, you guys shit on the Master Chief Collection launch like it was something that should have been easily done. They literally had to port all those games over and then do all the netcode for all those games separately. The game worked fine when I had it. I don't know about how you guys are. People did have issues, but I never had a problem connecting to a game ever. And I think, Anthony, you didn't either, right? Or was that Frank?
I think it was Frank because I didn't get one. I didn't get
Oh,
an
yeah, you didn't
Xbox
have Xbox
until a
One.
little bit later. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really had any issues with it.
Yeah, people bitch about that like it was such a horrible disaster. It wasn't. Some people couldn't connect, but I was able to connect. I was playing. Everything was fine. It was great. You can't just can 343. 343 was created to make Halo games. Like the Coalition was made, it was created to make Gears of War. That's like if you go to a Nike factory, be like, hey, you know what? You guys should really make Adidas because these shoes suck now. It's a Nike factory. But after the bullshit that was Halo Infinite, that's when you go down there and you go, you know what? It ain't working. We're going to wrap it up.
They gave them a shot, for sure.
Well, it was created to make the game. Like, it's the factory for that one game. And they can't handle it. So I would say, you know what? You got Bethesda now. Give it to them. Let them do it. Let them have a shot at it. I mean, you own them. They're part of you. Let them do it. If they screw up, give it to somebody else. But I don't think Halo should go away. No way. Not by any means.
No, there's still life in the series. It just
Yeah.
was a bad game, kind of.
Yeah, so I mean, Master Chief Collection, I mean, that's a pass. Halo 5, it was like, okay, it's a good game or whatever, but it got boring.
Yeah, I just think like with this one, when you try to play Infinite online, I just found myself, like just kind of getting bored by the.
Infinite's good for like an hour, and then you realize,
Yeah.
okay, I played the same map like 8 times. Like, I'm
Yep.
good. It's a fun game. It's really cool. I like it. It's still a cool
Sam,
game.
I like certain
I like to
aspects of it.
jump
It's not
in and
complete
jump out.
shit. It's not a complete throwaway. And
Yeah.
I just think that, maybe the story was a little bit on the bland side overall, and they didn't really. I felt like the story just didn't really go anywhere, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So the writing suffered, I think, and you can't change that, even with that. No matter how many fixes, the only thing you can do is fucking make another game, you know. But I don't know, man. It sucks because we had that delay, and there's just things about it that could be like the potential was there. It's just why did you throw it away? You threw a lot away, in my opinion.
Trainwreck says, I remember having a few bugs in MCC. I didn't have any serious problems playing it. Infinite is a good game. It just desperately needs more maps. Yeah. We're not even asking for more stuff, man. We're just asking for maps. And they threw Forge at everybody, said, okay, you make them. It's like, no, motherfucker. I'm not getting paid to sit here and make maps for you guys. That was like a feature that's fun for people that want to do that stuff. But
yeah, you still only use it
me
in, like,
maps and you didn't
games.
deliver anything. Why do I have to do the work? I don't work there. I bought the game. No, you didn't. It's on Game Pass. No, I bought the game.
It shouldn't be that hard to make maps, but what do we know?
Well,
Yeah, I know.
You got to become your own dev, right?
You do the work for us.
All right. So what else? So Halo. We just
It will
lost faith in
continue.
Halo.
But it will
is
continue
Halo.
under 343, so we'll just see where the hell they take it.
343 needs to just shut down, man. I'm really tired of this shit.
Yep. Speaking of shutting
Or
down,
they either need to shut down or they need to get on the ball with them. Put them on probation or something. And, you have like Foreman go down there and be like, yo, like
What are we doing here?
every month, once a month, have the Foreman show up and be like, yo, how's this game? What are you guys doing? Oh, well, yeah, we're just playing with our dicks over here. Hey, you play with the dick? All right, you're out of here. You're fired. Go home and play with the dick. You know what I mean?
Getting done. Yeah.
A map store must be closed.
Yeah, their map ideas are closed. That's what.
All right,
just
what were you
remake
saying?
the old maps.
Golden Axe.
No, remake the old maps.
I was gonna say, why didn't they do that with this game? If you aren't gonna make new maps, like why didn't you bring back stuff that's already there and you just revamp it in Halo Infinite? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Can't do anything.
Gears does it a bunch. Gears brings back canals, gridlock.
You know what's funny?
Blood Drive.
Gears
for free.
5 probably is the best multiplayer game on Xbox right now, and nobody
still
talks
love
about
Gears
it.
5. Yeah,
and
no
it
one
works.
does.
You don't
It's
hear
the best
bad
running
about
Gears.
That. What?
I know. I was saying it's the best running Gears. Like as far as how it plays and how it runs, that thing is smooth as butter.
Right.
And it looks great, plays great, has maps, has modes. The community might not be as populated when the game came out, but neither is Halo Infinite. So it's just like, you got to do what you got to do. It's still fun.
Yeah. The Coalition, man, like they don't get, I don't think, as much credit as they deserve. If I can speak tonight.
No, and we need a Gears 6 pronto in terms of like Xbox needs something, another heavy hitter like that, And Coalition can at least deliver. At least I would hope that they wouldn't drop the ball.
They haven't dropped it yet, right?
No, I really, when I finished the 5 campaign, I actually thought it was pretty good. I know people miss the old dynamic of the old characters, and it might not be like the first 3 games. It's just like Halo. Like, it's never going to be like the first 3 games all over again, experiencing that for the first time. But where they take the story and how they try to connect everything, they fucking tried.
The 4th game was really good on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. And that was them trying to show you what they can do.
That 4th game, like when you beat it, and then she's got the emblem, and Marcus didn't even see it yet, you're like, oh man. Wait till he sees that logo. It's going to hit the fan.
Can you believe how good Gears 5 looks too on the Series X? It looks insane.
Yeah, that's one of the best looking games for sure.
Yeah, they know how to make games over there. They nailed it. Visually, the gameplay is tight. The connection's fine.
Yeah, we know they're hard at work on 6, so, let's step it up and hopefully we get an announcement soon. Maybe at E3. Just be like, hey, Let's see the Lancer and let's get this thing going.
I think you'll hear something about Gears this year.
Yeah, it's been long
6.
enough.
We need 2 and 3 on PC, says Liquor Sandwich. Yeah.
I agree.
We
2's
also
one
need
of the
Halo
best
5 on
sequels
PC,
ever.
but we're waiting. I really want to believe that E3 is going to be a knockout punch. But these days, we have to wait and see. PC port of the remaster of the game. Well, the remaster of the first game kind of sucks. It sucks. It was pretty damn good when we played it.
Yeah, I did play it on PC at the time because I didn't have an Xbox One, so I really wanted to play Ultimate Edition, and it did run really fine for the campaign. And then I played a little bit of the multiplayer, and it ran. But then when I ran it on the Xbox, it ran smooth 60 frames. There just wasn't a lot of people on it. But Gears Ultimate's a great little remake there. But it doesn't, again, it doesn't really. They don't have Gears 2. And Gears 2 is awesome.
Gears 2 is the best.
It's the best, and that would have been cool if they did go back and do something with that. Make it on PC or same thing with 3. But who knows?
I enjoyed Gears 4 and 5 a lot, says Abo. More than 343 with Halo. Yes, because the Coalition gives you quality. Knows what's up. Okay. I never finished a campaign of 4 and 5. You got to.
They're really
Fun
good.
games. I'm able to run Gears 5 at max settings or ray tracing, 140 FPS now. It's beautiful. Yeah, they're great. They know what they're doing over there. But that studio, just like 343, the Coalition was built just to make Gears of War. 343 was built just to make Halo, and they couldn't figure that out. Which is sad. So, Gears 2 and 3 look really good on the Series X. They run at 4K and have FPS boost. And yes, they have HDR as well, Abo. Beautiful games. All right, what's next?
They're awesome on there.
Well, we were talking about shutting down 343. Speaking of shutting down unceremoniously, the Avengers game, which we predicted, is being shut down. So
that contract is running out. Nobody's on it. It's a dead game.
Yeah, March 31st is like the final patch or whatever, and then it's gonna totally shut down in September. So if you want that game, buy it now, I guess. It's not that great. So we kind of predicted that this was going to happen anyway. So they're going to push out a thing that gives you all the cosmetics. I don't know if it's going to give you all the characters or whatever, but that's what they said. So we'll see.
But yeah, we predicted that from day one, we just said, look, and then the whole Spider-Man thing, right? And that whole, it was so stupid with what they're doing with that. And it just didn't really seem like that had the momentum from the start, which sucks because you think Avengers, you think this thing's going to be epic, and it's just like a piece of crap for the fans. So I just don't understand why they kind of let everyone down with that when you have such a built-in fan base with Marvel.
Right.
I don't know. It's like giving the middle finger to the fans and not caring and being like, yeah, we're going to shut this down in a couple years anyway, so let's just not give an effort. It's like, really? I don't know.
They made it like a services game where they should have made it like a Spider-Man type game, where it's more just like focused on single player.
The gameplay is good, but the problem is the game just sucks.
Right.
I never personally played it, but
Gears Ultimate is a remake or an enhance of the first one, right? It's a remake of the first one. They changed
like, yeah, they changed it from the ground up. That they changed like subtle things too, like little things here and there. They'd be like, oh, okay,
they added
cool.
FPS boost and stuff to the Xbox version.
That thing. All of those maps, like seeing all of those maps was one of my favorite. Like all those multiplayer maps in Gears 1 were classic. And that was so cool to see, like Mansion, Gridlock, Canals, all that shit redone. That was so cool.
I compared Gears 1 to like Terminator 1. Like it was more horror based.
Yes.
Whereas the second one's more like horror, action, sci-fi.
Especially when you get to the part with the krill and it's dark, and if you go into the dark, they'll just rip your body apart, and you have to
Right.
like stay in the light. That all that stuff about that
When
is
you had to
very
cross the
creepy.
buildings, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And then like your
General
buddy has to
General
do
Ram
it.
wasn't fucking around, man.
No, when you killed Kim, you were like, "Yo, this dude, we have to take down this motherfucker."
Yeah, but even the
now.
last boss fight, like he's no joke.
Oh no, on the train, that was
Yeah.
so hard on insane mode. If you play that on insane, he would kill you in like 0.5 seconds if you weren't in cover by the time he sends the krill on you, because he has those like the krill surrounding him and stuff like that. So badass. But use the UV turret. Yeah, it's like it's such a classic game, and I was really cool. It was really cool to see that and finally play that when I got an Xbox One fully, because I didn't get a chance to play the multiplayer as much on PC. But I really wanted them to go back and do 2 like that. If they really just took the time. But again, I'd rather get a Gears 6 at this point, because I know it's been like enough time. So I'm really just anticipating that trailer. That's probably one of my most anticipated games coming out on the Xbox, as far as like, yeah, Starfield, like that's cool, but like Gears of War is my OG like favorite franchise from the 360 days. So
Gears was Unreal Engine. Frostbite's EA.
yeah,
I agree. One was scary. Remember the witches in Gears 1? The first cutscene was like a horror film. Yeah. Wretches. It was great. But I compare it to like Terminator 1, Terminator 2, the 2 games.
A pretty
4 was
accurate
hard for a
comparison.
while. I ran through Gears 4 in 2 days.
yeah, I
done.
did that. That was another one where I played it on PC before I even had an Xbox, just because I wanted to play that campaign and beat it. So
Great game.
yep, that was them just saying, "Look, we got you covered." That was the coalition saying, "Listen, like we can do this. Like this is our
Yeah, and
trust us with this one." You know, that's kind of what they were trying to do.
You know what I like about the Coalition? They didn't kill off their friggin' legacy characters, except for like, in like Anya died, but that's because like she was like old, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. Or she had some sort of an illness, but like they kept all the
Yeah, she got
guys in the
sick.
crew together besides that.
Yeah, and you know, I know people like it's just same thing with Halo. Some people like certain enemy types over what they changed. They changed the Locust to the Swarm, but the Swarm are still kind of like the Locust, not too far away from
They
it.
pretty much are the Locusts.
They pretty much are. So it's kind of like they were rebooting it in a sense, but still keeping the old school feel and just upping the gameplay. But yeah,
Cannibal Ritual. I got him watching Star Wars movies. Why?
Star
Is
Wars.
it Luke Skywalker? Luke Skywalker? I didn't even watch the last one. I didn't even go to the theater for it. I was like, I'm finished. They killed off Luke. I'm done.
You didn't really miss anything.
yeah, you didn't.
People are worried about the lady, and the lady's got purple hair, and they're betting at the horse race. I'm like, dude, they killed Luke Skywalker. Fuck all that shit. You killed the main character.
Yeah, let's focus on the problem. The problem at hand.
Who the
here.
fuck cares if they're gambling with horses? I don't give a shit. I don't
That whole
care if the
storyline
lady's
was
got
stupid anyway.
purple hair. I could give a fuck. They killed Luke Skywalker. That's the biggest news of the whole film. You killed the guy that the whole movie's based on.
He drank the milk.
He was a parody of Luke Skywalker. That's all it was. Because of Fallen Order. I felt like watching episode 1 through 6. Afterward, a pleasant surprise, but Rogue One. Rogue One was really good.
I liked Rogue One.
Me too.
They took that one little piece of information from the 77 film and made a whole friggin' backstory out of it, which is Rogue One.
I remember seeing that in Florida back when I was there. Like last time I was in Disney, like we saw there was a theater like close by to the resorts, and we checked that out. That came out that week, and that was like it was packed. You know?
That was the one question everyone had for years. They were like, how the hell did he find that hatch? How did they get the information for that hatch being open? And
it was cool to see that, right? Like that, like just them kind of fill in certain things that like were but they weren't like overdoing it. Like it seemed like with that movie, it was like they were explaining stuff, but it didn't seem so far fetched.
Right.
You know.
But then 30 years later, they actually show you how they figured it out
Mhm.
and how they got the prints, the blueprints.
Nothing
Crazy.
compares to the ending scene.
I
That's
was just gonna
insane.
say, being in a crowd for that was actually cool because the crowd was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's like they were marking out for that. I was like, "That's cool though that they kind of did that," you know?
Just straight murdering all those people.
Yeah, like no help. uh,
You see, they need to fix that, and they need to go back after Disney acquires Paramount. They need to go back, and he's on the Enterprise, and all the Enterprise guys are trying to like bang on the door, like he's gonna kill us on sound, and he
Help us.
just slices and kills everybody.
Imagine he's cutting the door to the bridge open to get
Yeah.
to the. Oh my god. Ugh.
They're gonna buy Disney's gonna buy Paramount at some point, and you're gonna get Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Frank's
That's
just
when
shaking
I
his-
give up
People are
on
gonna
both.
be appalled.
and then
Yeah.
Perry's gonna be like, "I fucking told you."
He's gonna
Like,
be 90 years old. I told you they were gonna do it.
Can't get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. There you go. Fun fact: the guy who came up with Rogue One is the same guy who invented Photoshop. Yeah, well, tell him I pirated his software. Fuck him. I'm kidding. So a Hi-Fi Rush is a pretty good game from what I played. $30 standard price. It's pretty damn good. Yeah, we all talked about it.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
Leon,
not
how
that
you
long
doing,
of a
man?
game either. You know, like I'm sure it's probably like they call the levels tracks, so I'm sure it's probably like 10 to 12 tracks probably, and then it's done. But
That movie
it'll
has
be cool.
an awesome cast. All right, what's next? Forget Halo.
So this past week, Microsoft began to crack some heads. They've subpoenaed Sony to open up all of their documents in regards to this FTC thing. They have till Friday to respond. Sony has not responded yet. They have till the 27th.
Of course they haven't responded. They never do.
They're waiting until the last possible second.
Yeah.
So basically, what this is going to do is this is going to allow all of those backdoor deals to come out. Any exclusivity deals, any parity clauses, anything to keep games off Game Pass, it's all going to be laid
All for
before the
Call of
court.
Duty. What did I tell you guys a couple of months ago?
They're throwing their shit away for Call
I
of
said
Duty.
Sony's going to go out of business because of Call of Duty.
Yep.
And look,
All their secrets, I'm sure games
Secrets.
they have planned are going to be revealed. I mean, it's true. There's going to be no stone unturned when they
Wanna know a
respond to
secret?
this. All their dirty secrets.
all the dirty tricks up their sleeves while Jim Ryan's dancing around in traffic. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm sure we're gonna get leaks also. But the documents will probably be publicized to some degree, so we'll know about the deals. We might get leaks on what they have up the pipeline as far as games. Because I know I was telling Perry this when they did the Epic lawsuit with Fortnite, a lot of stuff got leaked out. Like The Rock was coming to Fortnite and all kinds of content and stuff. So I'm sure we're gonna find out about all this
well,
stuff.
they're
but-
doing this too to show the FTC and everybody else, the public, like, hey, they're allowed to have exclusive games, but we're not, and we're getting scrutinized for it. Hold up now.
Oh my God.
NBC's who? Oh, that's the guy that lives near Anthony. Anthony, you could kick that guy's ass.
He's always crying, that guy.
That guy looks
You
like a
brought it-
mad ball with arms.
That's the guy you were talking about earlier, right? In the other stream.
Yeah. Is desperate, and that's why they want ABK. Well, if I remember correctly, that guy used to cry about Microsoft. They're gonna have games soon.
He did. He
And then
cried.
when he found that he can make money with PlayStation, he switched. Muscle bound, more like meatball bound. Meatball between his friggin' head.
Also, too, by the
Uh.
way, they were supposed to respond by the 20th, but they wanted an extension and they gave them till the 27th. So that's
Jeez.
it. Friday
There's
is it.
only so many penis extensions you can wear, Jim.
That's it. This is running out of penis extensions now. That's it.
That's so killer.
I can't wait to see what kind of stuff comes out of this. I'm gonna try to follow it as best I can. It's hard with the legal jargon, but somebody
Yeah.
will cover it.
Well, this is the begin. I told you it's the beginning of the end for Sony. Nobody believed me. Now all their backdoor deals are going to get exposed. The public's going to finally see what these idiots have been doing all these years.
It's just gonna unravel, like you said. Like this whole thing has just been.
And he's been lying in public recently. First he said, "Oh, if we lose Call of Duty, we're dead," and then he's saying we have the highest record profits right now. It's like, what is it, bro?
Yeah. Well, it's that's the thing too. It's like the way that they're going about the whole thing has just been a very childish.
The deadline
Way
is
of doing
January
it.
27th. What are you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying like they just been very childish with how they've gone about it, you know, and how they've talked about it in the press, like all that shit.
Well,
The deadline for the subpoena is the 27th, so they got 2 more days. The 28th is a different. That's for everybody to gather their stuff for the FTC thing.
Get your shit ready.
Now, what if this all comes out and all kinds of crazy stuff comes out and the optics are really bad and everyone's pissed off and then the board goes to Jim Ryan, you're out of here, dude. Like they pretend like we didn't know what you were doing.
Retire this year, I guarantee
Well,
you.
that's what they'll do. They'll say, "Oh, we didn't know he was doing this. This was all behind closed doors." Like they'll play stupid.
Yeah, it's
And
easy
then-
to push it off on them.
Yeah, he'll be the scapegoat.
Kramer
fall
from
guy.
Seinfeld says that the deal's not going through. Fuck Kramer. Fuck Newman too.
Oh,
Kramer from Seinfeld? What does he know about games?
I heard Newman put all the Xbox exclusives into the can of shaving cream and tried to smuggle them out.
Also, fuck Nintendo. Yeah, I know. Sony's beaten everyone, nearly every industry, besides JVC. Now they poked Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. Hours of pain to come to Fortnite with Mr. Fuji. Hey, you never know. Vince McMahon should be in Fortnite, right? Before he sells it.
John Cena's in there. Why not?
Yeah, right. At this point, John Cena.
Who would want to buy Vince McMahon? What kid would be like, I need Vince McMahon?
I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld's the reason why the Switch Pro got canceled. Fuck him. Ha ha ha, says Richard. The 69ers and the Cowboys are for.
The Longhorns and the 69ers.
All right. So what is it? So Sony, yeah, they're fucked. This is what
Pretty
you do, man.
much.
You don't jump into somebody's deal. Like I said here, it's like you're jumping into the mob's business, and they know who you are and where you live.
True. It's a bad idea to
You're
mess
just
with
fucking
them.
stupid.
Well, when they have like 10 times the amount of money you have, it's kind of a dumb idea to mess with them.
What was he thinking?
He thought he would get away with it.
He thought
probably.
he would get. Yeah, he literally thought that they were just going to sit there and not do anything. You're messing
You
with
knew.
a $3 trillion company's money and their future. You really think they're going to just sit there and let you do that?
Well, you knew when Satya came out and was like talking good about the deal that everybody was on board for this. Like this was going to happen. It wasn't just Phil trying to buy some gaming thing and nobody cared about it.
If it comes out, remember the Steve Jobs movie where he calls Bill Gates and he just curses him out on the fucking voicemail? The answering machine. There was no voicemail back then. Or there was a voicemail. Was he on the phone? He just cut a fucking promo on him saying he's gonna come and kill him and Imagine if like Satya did that to friggin' Jim
Jim
Ryan.
Ryan. I'm sure Bobby Kotick did that to Jim Ryan. And I'm sure it'll get leaked. It's so dead, Jim Ryan. Oh my god.
Hey Jim, you got phones up there? Phones, anyone? I mean, Bobby Kotick did threaten to kill a couple of employees, right? Like
That's
on
what
the
I'm
record.
saying. Yeah.
And then he told the like when they investigated, he was like, "I was just joking." It's like,
No, you weren't. Remember the guy in what
like
was
he
it?
lost specific details on how he was going to murder this lady.
Remember the guy in the stream earlier? You were like, he looks like he just murdered some guy and ran.
Yeah.
Oh, he was standing like in a
He was like
defensive
this.
position.
Yeah, he's like,
like what?
he looks like Joel. Like he has a jacket on. Looks like he just killed somebody. It's like, dude, what the hell? What
What
did
if
you
he-
do?
What if he killed the guy that was supposed to be presenting and he just went with it?
Yeah.
The camera
just hit
turned
it-
on and he's just there.
He just hit his body like in Hitman. He just put it in like a
He
closet
took
or
his
something.
clothes.
Ran out.
Sony about to get a
Back.
dose of karma. Sony could have not drawn an ire of Microsoft and let it go. Now Sony's fucked. Sony had to know how Microsoft would respond.
They didn't
I don't
even
think
have
he
to-
did. I don't think he cared. I think Jim Ryan thought, okay, I screwed up their deal. Now we get to keep Call of Duty, lols. And it's like, wait a minute. Activision wants to sell. Especially for $68 billion. You think if you screw up that deal, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you can have Call of Duty. You just cost them $68 billion. They don't care about your fucking $2 million for 5-year Call of Duty deal. Or $10 million, whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, we'll take that. Thank you for stopping the deal. Thank you for costing us a shit ton of money. We will do business with you. That's like Anthony. If somebody just breaks in your house right now, but destroys all your equipment and your shelves, and then just goes up to you and goes, "Hey man, can we be friends?" You're like, "I'm not gonna be fucking friends with you." You
Yeah,
just
fuck
destroyed
this
my whole
guy.
house.
all that Jim Ryan had to do was when this first got released or announced, call up Phil and be like, "Listen, Phil, this puts me in an awkward position. I'm gonna need Call of Duty over here." And Phil would have been like, "All right, you can have it for 10 years, no problem. That's the end of it. Just don't interfere with the deal." And he would have got it, and it would have been over. Now, look at what this has caused. Like, it's ridiculous.
The guy killed PlayStation because he wanted Call of Duty.
And they would have got it anyway. They would have had it. He was even going to let it stay for an indefinite amount of time and put it on Switch.
He literally offered him 10 years. 10 years to make your own competitive game.
10 years.
You could have had Call of Duty while you were making a game that would, like, compete against it.
Jim Ryan won't even be working there in 10 years. He should have just taken the deal and floated away on his golden parachute, and that would have been the end of it.
That's like saying, hey, I won $1 million. Do you want, like, 100 grand? And you're just like, well, I'd rather take the million or nothing. Well, here's 100 grand. And then you throw a fucking hissy fit over it.
When you're not
And you don't
entitled to
take
the
it.
money anyway. Yeah.
Stupid. Sony's IP will be on Xbox, Nintendo, and PC. I think in 10 years, everything's going to be streaming, and PC is the only way to play it natively.
Yep.
That's the way they're all going. And if games keep coming out broken at like $500 million, guess what? Apple Arcade shit. That's all you're going to get streaming. How many games are coming out broken that are like millions of dollars? Companies at some point are going to stop.
All of them.
I went to Ant's house and fucked him. What?
Well, that's not good.
Anthony's got a ghost that does that already, destroying tables and shit. Now, we looked that up. Depending on the glass table, how it was, how they stained the glass tables, that could happen. They could implode. He's not the only one. We looked it up. He's trying to get his son hired. Whose son?
That was scary.
His Call of Duty even decent anymore? I stopped playing. It doesn't matter if it's decent. It makes a shit ton of money. We're talking a lot of money. PlayStation has marketing rights with Call of Duty. Because even though PlayStation brags about exclusivity, they still need Call of Duty on the box to the point where this guy just destroyed the whole company. The irony here, PlayStation went down because of a game that's not exclusive when they had several exclusives. It's not like they went down trying to keep Spider-Man or something. They went down trying to keep Call of Duty.
Which they were going to keep anyway.
That's okay. I can't wait till they force everyone into digital with this slim console. And then I hear from people, oh, well, it's time. It's okay. It's all right. It's like, wait a minute. So because PlayStation does it, it's okay. But Microsoft did it years ago, and it's not okay.
You know they're going to defend that disk drive. Oh, well, it's only an extra $100.
I hear people online and, all over the place defending the fucking price. $70. It's like, bro, these games are coming out broken at $70. If the games are coming out, like, in better quality and, like, the stories were, like, better, great. I'll pay $70 all day long. But when you're giving me a piece of shit like Callisto, and I know Anthony gets mad when I mention that, but when you give me a piece of shit, and they couldn't go to the court clerk in time, and a clerical error was made, which is why the frame rate's all fucked up in the game. When you give me a piece of shit for $70, that's what I have a problem with this price shit. Callisto should have came out at $49.99 on the series and PlayStation 5. $29.99 on the Xbox One and PS4. And if I had these problems, guess what? It sucks, but it's only a $40 game. That's fine. Let them patch it, do what they gotta do. But at $70 fucking day one, and they put it on sale for 3 days on Xbox, by the way. 3 days. Friday and Sunday it was off sale. That ain't gonna fly. So I don't want to hear it.
Look at Forspoken, $70.
$70. Is the rumor true? It runs at 720p on PS5.
I think it runs at 900p. But I downloaded the demo on Steam.
Look at Anthony's eyeballs just fucking wide open. $70. He's paying for 720p.
I put the game on ultra settings on this PC, and it runs at a stable frame rate, but there's pop-ins everywhere. The game looks like a PS3. I was like, delete this. Get this out of here. Like, it's so
And you have
bad.
a 4070 Ti.
Yeah, I put on ultra settings, like the highest it could go, and I did 60 frames just so I was like, all right, I'm not going to get any
64 gigs of RAM right here.
I probably could have bumped up the frame rate more, but I left it on
Windows
60 just
Vista.
to be sure. Windows 3.1. I had to type /run Forspoken. But yeah, I mean, that's another one. $70, and it runs like trash.
But it's exclusive. I gotta buy it, stick it up my ass. My PlayStation won't love me anymore if I don't buy exclusive and stick it up my ass.
Prove your love to a box. Like, oh, it's another day. Got to do another
one.
Dreadpool is in the chat. What's going on? As bad as Callisto is, I don't think it's as bad as Broken.
No, but I was just using that as an example.
A lot of people are calling the game Foreskin.
What the hell?
Forspoken, calling it Foreskin.
Oh, shit.
It's bad, though. That game is so bad. Oof.
My PlayStation won't love me anymore if I don't buy a $70 game and stick them in my butt.
They don't even play them. They just stick them right up there.
I put my DualSense in my butt. Oh, hit me again.
Let me get that haptics in my butt.
I need the haptic feedback. Haptic feedback in my ass.
Haptic feedback.
Just blowing your controller to be fine.
Swipe for the owl.
Fuck that game. Fuck that game till eternity. Shadowfell, Killzone.
Shadowfall.
No, I want to see the PlayStation guys, okay? All these guys that want discs. They're all online. I see it all the time. I want to see these guys. When Sony releases the PlayStation 5 Slim and it does not have a disc drive, and you have to buy that extra, I want to see this shit right there. I want to see what the goalpost. They move the goalpost every fucking time. Well, it's okay. No, is it okay? I want to know. I want to know if that's going to be acceptable, because guess what? In the UK, PlayStation digital sales are at 90% right now. So the UK ditched the discs. They're ready for the digital. And then you got these stupid motherfuckers on Twitter saying, yeah, I'll pay $150 for Last of Us 2. Okay, Sony's going to sell it to you on $150 fucking dollars.
Just like you
Who
said
the fuck
same
wants to pay $100 for a fucking game? One game! With
No
no
thanks.
season pass and no online.
I remember vividly.
That's a remake of a game that came out at $40 fucking dollars the year before, or the previous generation. Forgotten, foreskin, even just ill. Nipped in the bud. Well, there you go. There's Dreadpool.
But I remember you vividly saying, like 2 years ago, you were like, yo, see how they're scalping these graphics cards and people are paying them? They're going to raise the price. People are going to have to pay it. And now the 4090 is over $1,000 a year or two later.
The 4090 is the price of what people paid for the 3080 or whatever scalped.
Yep. They exactly knew. They said people are willing to pay this price. Let's do it. You're right.
And they
You're
were
100%
doing it
right.
because we were locked in the house. And everyone's like, oh, I want to play Halo.
Yep.
With DLSS.
And now I had to pay $800 for a graphics card I probably could have got for $500 or $600 had that not happened.
You should have gotten the 980 Ti was $549 when I got it. Excuse me. So you should have paid less than that.
I think my 1070 was only like $449. It was under $500 back then. And this is this 70 series card, so that's what happens. Now we're all screwed. So thanks everyone.
What about this new PlayStation? It's digital only. The Slim. If you want the disc drive, you got to buy it separately. I don't want discs, so I want the drive, but it's negotiable. I want NVMe cards as the physical for games. I bought a 1660 OC for $700 for a $300 card.
I don't blame anyone for buying them back then, but it's just this is what happens. I blame people who are saying they want to pay more online. That's stupid.
Well, that's the Sony guys in a nutshell. I will pay more. Why? I don't want to pay more. Who the fuck are you? You pay my bills? You're not paying my bills. Get the fuck out of here. There's some stupid people out there. Holy shit.
They're
I will pay more. All right, well,
Hey,
we're
Mike
not
here,
with
then.
this guy. He's a fucking idiot. Push him to the side. Okay? I want to pay my $50 like I've been paying.
is that what you guys say when you go out shopping anywhere for anything? You're just like, I want to pay the most money. Like it's like, dude, you want to look
Oh,
for some
I want
deals.
to pay $10 for cereal.
Yeah.
I love the cereal so much.
Meanwhile, everyone's going to the fucking dollar store for cereal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Paying like, nothing. It's like, dude, you gotta shop smart and you can't just like,
You see a guy on a
Accept
fucking
that.
horse in the supermarket. I will pay more money. Yeah, good
pay
for you,
my
buddy,
share of
okay?
it.
You do what you gotta do. And I'm fine with the old price.
I'm fine with looking for deals. Sorry. I'm not gonna be lazy about this.
By the way, because of this game that we're showing here, like I said when we were streaming, Sunset Overdrive was trending. And
Oh.
I even said this to Dreadpool. There are people on Twitter, online, saying, well, because the Xbox guys didn't buy Sunset Overdrive and they played it on Game Pass day one. That's why it failed. And it's like, motherfucker, it came out like 2 or 3 years before Game Pass even launched.
I was gonna
People
say that
did
was
that.
way before Game Pass launched.
The only reason why nobody played it was because IGN and all these crappy websites were shitting on Xbox One for existing. And nobody bought the console, thus nobody bought the game.
I can't believe somebody
But
really said
Xbox
that.
people.
Wasn't it on PC? Wasn't it one of the first?
It came out
Xbox
on
games that did that
PC like 2 or 3 years in.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was available on PC and it sold pretty well. So I don't
Can't
know what they're
believe people are
talking
that
about, but
stupid.
now they're changing narratives again. It's like, motherfucker, people like you didn't buy the machine and you didn't buy the game. You're
Yeah,
the
and
problem, not me. I bought the game.
Right, and we were covering it when it came out, and you liked it when you played it. Because again, I didn't have an Xbox at the time, but I'm pretty sure you played it before anyone, else in the chat, and you said it was actually pretty good.
There he said. Yeah, he's right. Dreadpool's right. It was on Games with Gold. They gave it away for free.
Yeah.
People still missed it. Everyone else, we talk about getting deals, but the ponies brag about overpaying. No, I'll pay more monies. This box of Frosted Flakes should be $25. I will pay more. Random question. With Ethernet cable, do you recommend Fios? Cat 5 cable system? I highly recommend Fios. Don't worry about the cables, just get the service.
You can buy any Ethernet cable. Cat 5e or a Cat 6 will do you fine. It doesn't matter. The Cat 6 is a little more expensive, but it's technically a better cable. There's less crossover in the cable. So you can just grab any Cat 6 cable and you'll be fine.
Well, now we're hearing that crap too. Oh, they didn't buy games because Game Pass wasn't even a thing when that fucking game came out. Oh, you know who bought the console to play the game? Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. He had the white one.
He had the white one that came with the game, the Sunset Overdrive bundle. He wanted to play the game, so he bought the machine. And he said he had fun with it. It was a good game. I have it.
I like
we
the
all
game
bought
too.
it when it came out. Everyone that had an Xbox, where'd he go?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
He
I was looking at
disappeared.
the chat.
Go Cat 8. Yeah, go Cat 8. And then when it's not compatible, what are you going to do?
Is Cat 8 even are they up to that?
They
I
said
don't
Cat
know.
7 doesn't even work properly.
I just did Cat 6 for here.
Never
but-
played Sunset? Oh, come on.
You never played it? It's it's on Game Pass,
It's
right?
on Game
It's like
Pass. They own the IP. They don't own the. Actually, I don't know if they own the IP because Sony fucking tweeted it out or Insomniac tweeted it out.
We got the game for like $5 or something, or for free, like you said.
Cat 8's available, yes, but is it supported? Not really. I don't think, right?
No, they're not. Yeah, Sunset Overdrive's on Game Pass. Just play it. It's
a lot
only
of that
$4.99.
Cat 7
to
and
buy.
Cat 8 shit is just to fool people. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's
Apparently
like
they're just writing like 7 on it when it's really like a 5 cable.
this, and also the difference is negligible over what you're going to get from your regular home router.
Yeah, Frank does this for a living.
Like, I didn't notice. I did the Cat 6 cable from outside to here, and it's a little bit better, but it's not much better than the Cat 5 was.
I made
Same
the
thing.
Big Show with blue hair in Sunset Overdrive. He looks like my pet monster.
Oh, yeah.
Cat 5 is good enough unless you have a long-running
Yeah.
Cat 5e. Cat 6 will be overkill for most. Definitely get Fios, better deal for speeds. He's right. He's not lying. I have it at the shop.
We all have
and
it.
they never raised my bill.
That's what they told me
Ever.
when
Even when my contract's ended, I have to sign a new contract. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll actually give it to you for a couple bucks less than what you paid last time." And I'm like, "Great!" And I sign up, and that's it. No issues.
When I went to cancel cable, because when I moved here and I got Fios, they were like, "Are you sure? You've been a customer for so long, or whatever." And they're like, they're gonna raise your bill raise your rate after like 2 months. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in a contract, so they can't do that." And they never raised it ever.
I've been in and out of contracts because obviously they expire,
Right.
and they want to give me my shit for the same price or less.
Usually they throw something in too, or
They'll say like the
whatever.
first like 3 months are like cheaper, and then the rest of it's your regular what you used to pay.
Yeah.
They're good.
I've had no issues, knock on wood,
No
with them.
issues.
The billing's fine, the internet's fine. I mean,
They don't raise nothing.
yep.
They're good. If you can get it, get it. Also, if you use a Provide router, you get a discount. Troy needs to buy a good one. Yeah, so I bought the router directly from them. The modem, excuse me, the modem. But the router I have is the Nighthawk router. And I've had this router for like probably 6-7 years, maybe longer. No issues. I could get an upgraded one with like Wi-Fi 6 or whatever. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm good. I got that router on sale for like $2.99, and it's been all these years later. It definitely was worth the money. It held up for all this time. Where did you go, Anthony?
Got a drink. Went to the bathroom. Got a drink. You know.
He's lying. He was petting his cats.
I was petting the cat the whole time.
I'm sorry I've been away from you for so long.
Yeah. They're all sleeping right now.
Yeah, well, wake them up! Hey, everybody, come on! It's boot camp time. My house is 3K square footage. From one end to the other. Which do I need? You
Which
need
what?
Wi-Fi.
What do you mean, router, cable? What do you mean? Which console? Which game? I don't know.
I have Cat 5 and Cat 6 cables. I see no difference. This train wreck.
Yeah, like Dreadpool said, if you're going short distances, you're not gonna. I only did it here because I'm far away from the house. But
Cable?
jeez. Yeah, just use Cat 5e. You'll
I
be
got
fine.
2 Cat 6s down here, and yeah, they work good.
You got Nighthawk router, but the modem is provided. Gonna keep either Spectrum or try like Fios YouTube TV. I would try Fios if you can get it. If you can get Fios, just go with that and you're good.
Yeah, I
You will never
can't,
look
so
back.
It's like I'm kind of stuck with. I got the best, the best Xfinity internet that you could get, which obviously they're up to gigabit speed. So I use that with the Nighthawk router and Nighthawk modem, because with them you can use your own for both. You don't have to rent. So I got the best of the modem and the best of the router before I left Best Buy, and that's what I ended up with by the time we moved up to that internet, because it wasn't cutting it with like me and Nick streaming. We needed to make sure that it was, that's how they kind of advertise that high speed shit. They're like, oh, this is for gamers and streamer. When you go on their website, it's all dumb, but that's what we ended up with.
15 megabits per second for the hardcore gamer in the household.
Yeah.
Like,
For all your Fortnite
it's
games.
for the hardcore old person who checks their fucking email.
But I made sure, because Nick is, because the thing is Nick, every time he streams, he's wireless. And he has no problems, actually, which is nuts, because he streams like COD and all that shit. Obviously, he has like a streaming PC that's like separate.
I think he got, shout out to Nick, and check his channel out, Fuzzy Luzzy. He got 44,000 views on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something.
Nice.
Son
I didn't
of
even know that. That's awesome. That's killer. But yeah, that's
you
the
didn't
thing
know
too.
that. He lives upstairs. You didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
He's been traveling and stuff the last couple. He's been a traveling man. So he's
a
going to like a
nomad.
wedding. He's going to like a wedding and stuff like that. So I don't know what.
You know what you got to do? When he comes home, change all the locks.
Yeah, I'll just lock him out, and I'll be like, "It's my internet now, bitch." No,
Just like, hey, you weren't here for 2 weeks. You're a nomad.
But yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing too, though. Like, yeah, like he does stuff wireless most of the time, and he doesn't have a problem. Like I do everything all wired, and my parents are wired, so as far as like when they actually just use YouTube TV. So it works out. I don't have a problem. I mean, I'd like to, if I had the option for FiOS, that probably would have come up when I was doing the whole cutting the cord thing. So it wasn't like that $300 cable bill, that was creeping up. So yeah, that's all over and done with. So I'm happy that phase is over.
One of my family members was like, "Weren't you telling me you cut the cord like 2 years ago?" I was like, "It was 10 years ago." Dreadpool says, "I have a badass Nighthawk, but it can only do 800 megabytes per second, or megabits. Was it megabytes or megabits? While using FiOS 1 gig up and down." Yeah, man. Hopefully everyone gets like faster internet at some point. I mean, FiOS is the fastest. Don't get me wrong, but it should be passing a little bit more than that. Even though you're all dicks tonight, here's a $4.99 super chat from RWK. Well, thank you so much, sir. I really enjoy you all. Fucking
Thanks for dealing with our rubbish.
Well, what do you expect? You could donate all you want. Dreadpool's still gonna choke you when
he owes you a
streaming the Switch.
Making that
the
joke
spot number 3.
Oh no.
So, Scream 6 trailer, right? We wanted to talk about that this week. I know we mentioned that last week, as we'll talk about it.
Kirby's the killer. Spoiler.
That's what we think, but
Kirby is really Mickey's daughter.
I'm sorry, but that scene with the in the shop was just stupid. Like it just looks so stupid with the shotgun. Like, come on.
Oh, but he doesn't even blow his head off because they show the guy's body and his shoulders all blown off.
It did seem very out of character for Ghostface, but that's what I think they're going for.
If
Something's
you
up
were,
with that.
But
okay,
I don't know. It just looks silly.
If you were the killer, you'd be handling guns. Kirby's a cop. She knows how to handle a sawed-off shotgun.
That's true. That's true.
And she tells Gail, "There's never been one like me." Yeah, never one like you that actually survived and then started killing.
Yeah, that's true.
And they said the killer's in the true crime. Kirby's in the true crime because she's a cop.
Kirby's in the true crime. Yeah. Now, and the thing is too is they also showed shots of a collection or someone actually had a shrine. It would have that, right? If she's already in the evidence, already into horror movies, collecting horror movies, collector, she has all the actual memorabilia. I feel like that just makes sense. So that's what I took away from the trailer, and I feel like we all kind of got the same vibe from that. But yeah, that's look, again, the reason why it's always interesting is because it's always a whodunit. You're always trying to, that's what keeps it going. Yeah, that's what keeps it going. So I think that's what brings asses to the seats, so to speak. And I'll try to go see it. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to go see it. I might have to see it that Thursday it comes out because Monster Mania is that weekend. So I'll try to see if I can catch it Thursday because I feel like if I don't see it right when it comes out or when they do those day early screeners, I'm just going to know the ending by the weekend. It's like I'm going to a horror convention. I feel like someone's just going to be like, "Oh, did you see?" And it's like, I didn't see it yet, but so I'm going to try to see it that Thursday.
Hey, Fred Phillips! Mickey's the killer!
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! Who said that?
Someone just yells that Undertaker's table.
Yo, fuck you, dead man. Who said that? He gets up and his stomach fucking knocks all the photos over. Dude, on Raw 30, he looked like shit. He looked like American
Christopher Lloyd looks better than him.
Who did?
Christopher Lloyd looks better than him.
Christopher Lloyd could whoop the Undertaker's ass.
Did you see the movie Nobody? Christopher Lloyd's in that, and he's fucking funny in that. I don't know if you guys watched that with Bob Odenkirk.
I didn't see it.
It's kind of like a more funnier take on think John Wick, like that kind of style, but it's a little bit quirky. But Christopher Lloyd's in that as Bob Odenkirk's dad, and dude, he's awesome. You guys are gonna crack up if that's a fun movie to watch with a crowd because that's a really very very fun action movie that works. Doesn't take itself too seriously. And Christopher Lloyd looks better than the Undertaker in that.
So
He
look,
doesn't look as
they
old.
fired the Rick and Morty guy. Literally, he was Rick and Morty. Because this guy apparently allegedly beat up his wife or something. He was convicted. Fuck that guy. Now listen. They got to recast all the voices. I'd say
This is the chance.
it's your chance now to get Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox. I was going to say Michael Keaton. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd to do the voices of Rick and Morty. I would just spend the money and do it. It's only going another 3 seasons anyway. Do it.
Do it.
Get the
That would
actual
be
guys
awesome.
to do the voices. It would actually work out really well.
That's what it was inspired by, so
Yeah.
bring it full circle.
I like nobody more than John Wick.
Yeah, I mean, look, some people do. I thought it was a really, really entertaining film, so I would check it out. Especially the fact that Christopher Lloyd did a lot more than you thought. You think he was just gonna sit there on his ass? No, he's shooting guns and shit, and it's funny. It's so funny. Like he kicks ass. Like, you
I
don't
was
fuck with these
frozen
guys.
today. When's that
It's so
coming out on
cool.
Blu-ray? Suburban Commando. Or it's on Blu-ray, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think I bought it. I just totally forgot about it.
yeah, they put that out.
I'll be right back. You guys take over.
Yeah, speaking of Blu-rays, they just Death Wish just came out on 4K.
The original.
The original, and
Yeah,
that is
I
a great
saw it.
movie, and I was thinking about grabbing that. And Dawn of the Dead comes out on Tuesday.
You know, the Bruce
Remake.
Willis remake of Death Wish was actually really good.
So
Did you see it?
I didn't see it actually. I heard it was, Eli Roth. He's a horror director, and I think he kind of dipped his toe into because he likes those like kind of exploitation style movies, and Death Wish was kind of in that vein. So I think he tried to make his own interpretation of it. I heard it was good, but I also heard that people just Eli Roth's one of those guys. He's like a jobber. Like people just like,
Yeah.
he's easy to make fun of. He's just like, he's dopey. So I think a lot of people just kind of dismissed it, but I would like to check it out because I love Bruce Willis, you know what I mean? And that was obviously one of his like last handful of years of acting, right? Because that came out in like 2018,
18 or
19,
something. Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I thought it was a good movie. So
Yeah. So I like to check it out, especially because I'm familiar with the original. So I'm curious what he did.
yeah,
That was similar. But yeah, then you got Bubba Hotep on the 7th of February, which is just a great movie. It's
I've
just
never
a lot
seen
of
it.
money.
I might pick it up if it gets cheaper.
It's $30 right now, and it hasn't dropped
Yeah.
yet. But it's just because it's fucking what is it? Is it? I forget who's putting this out. Yeah, it's Scream Factory. Yeah, that's why they're always going to be topped at 30.
It's too much money, but when it drops, I'll get it.
Trying to see I'm just on Blu-ray.com and just trying to look at what's coming out here.
Yeah, I'm checking too. By the way, I didn't mention this before. In the Scream trailer, the graffiti. I love
Yeah.
that. I told Perry that.
Yeah.
I was like, that is sick.
That was kind of cool because it kind of reminds me of like, the little billboard in Jason Takes Manhattan. That's silly, but it's just like, it's something that references the killer, but there it's like a direct reference because it's actually like it has Ghostface, like it's not just like a hockey player like the Jason Takes Manhattan. So,
Right.
I'm kind of getting that it does have a different feel that it's trying to go for, especially because it's never been set in like a city like this, So
Why are
We
they
shall see.
re-releasing Scream again? Oh, it's the Steelbook. They're putting it
yeah,
back
they
out.
keep repressing that because I think the first print went out and then they put it out again and then it sold out. So
Just noticed that was coming out again.
let me see. Then they got the Rocky stuff coming out. So the whole collection comes out on the 28th, but they're putting it out each like every couple weeks. Like the first Steelbook will drop for Rocky, and then after that, the second one will drop. So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be getting the Steelbooks individually just because I'm like that. I just like the Steelbooks, and I don't know. They'll probably be expensive, but I got some points I can use towards it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna skip Rocky for now. I might pick it up later.
That will go on sale, man. Like that.
Yeah,
That's one of those
it's
things
not
where, like,
going anywhere.
if you don't care about the steelbook either, and you just want to get it, if you don't own it, like that will go on sale on like Black Friday or something.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What were you guys talking about?
Just upcoming movie releases and stuff. What's coming out on 4K? There's nothing too great. But
So Microsoft confirmed another event this summer,
yeah,
and everyone's assuming it's a Starfield event, which would make sense. Which means it's not coming out in March.
it's coming out in September, like we said. Everyone just gotta accept it.
Uh,
Can you do that one more time?
no. You guys ever watch Turbo? A Power Rangers movie?
Power Rangers?
Jamie, I'll take care, buddy. I know he left. Roth? Who's Roth?
Oh, Eli Roth, director.
Well, I will recommend on Blu-ray Men at Work. It just came out today or yesterday. It was never on Blu-ray before.
Took long enough.
Or maybe it was in the double pack
It was in a double pack
with
in a different
Easy Money.
region. Easy Money, yeah, but it was out of print.
And Easy Money never came out singly, so that double pack goes for a ton of money, like $300, I think, right?
Yeah, a lot.
So here's Men at Work. $323, yeah, okay. You know what comes out that day? A piece of candy.
You like a piece of candy?
Like a piece of cake?
Wait, what? How much was Men at Work?
It was like $29, and then I got $8 off. I ended up paying like $17 for it.
Oh, that's not
17
bad.
plus 8.
$25.
Whatever. I got a thing saying today that it only cost me $17 after they gave me money back.
So they have one on Amazon that has No Man's Land and Men at Work in a combo for $19.
Blu-ray?
Is that Blu-ray?
Yeah, I've never seen this
Yeah,
before.
is it American or is it European?
You know, it looks American.
You
but
gotta
you
look
never-
on the bottom
Oh, nope.
left.
I'm sorry, that's Australian.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
why.
I'm saying, man. That's bullshit. We never heard of that.
That's ridiculous.
MVD is good too. Like they put out good, they put it in a slipcover. It looks cool,
Whatever. I'm gonna rip it and throw it away when I'm done with it. Could look nice all at once. I haven't seen
Not
Men at
bad.
Work in forever. It was free on YouTube. It might be free on YouTube right now, actually.
That's how I saw it. I think I watched it with you guys on
Yeah, you
YouTube.
did. I apologize for the gameplay looping, but I didn't have time to record. I literally recorded this like an hour before we went live. If we keep this thing the way that it is, maybe next week I'll have a few things. Because what you have to do is record a bunch of footage and then go in, put it all together, and then process it. And that takes about an hour. So. No, it's cool. Don't apologize. Okay, I won't. I haven't seen Men at Work in forever. Yeah. So YouTube has a bunch of free movies. Go to YouTube, go to Explore, click on movies, and as you scroll down, they have free TV shows as well, like complete series. Just click on the free movies or free TV shows, and that's it. Like, they have tons of free movies.
And they're good
and
movies.
they're good movies. They're not shitty movies.
So according to the Blu-ray.com release or review, I think the worst part about the Men at Work Blu-ray is there's no extra features. There's like nothing.
Well, what do you want them to do? go to Charlie Sheen's house and be like, hey, you got the extra features for this movie? I'm like, I was in the movie.
Like, I did this.
What else
Okay,
do
while
you
we're
have?
talk-
What?
Well, real quick, we're talking about movies. Do you have Masked Rider by any chance? The one season that it existed?
No.
Okay. I'll look into that. The only other real thing I had here was if you guys want to talk about The Last of Us episode 2. It was pretty good.
Did you
I don't
see it,
know.
Anthony?
Yeah, I saw it. So
You like how they changed that whole thing?
no,
Oh.
I thought that was I thought that was unnecessary. I don't get it. But I thought the clicker was cool, but I thought that the way that there's no spores, and that was a big component to Ellie like breathing in spores and not having a problem, and that's not there now.
How's
Which is
Joel
weird.
gonna fight that
That's-
monster in the sewers now?
I was gonna say the spore monster that throws the shit in the school when you're in the school in the high
Right.
school like gym, and that's that boss fight where you got to throw the Molotovs at it and burn that guy. The bloaters, that's what they're called. I don't know. It's just weird. It's almost like, why did you do that? Like now it's like, they have these like little wavy plant looking things that like it's weird. And then with the death scene at the end there, with the whole runner
Completely
running up to
fucking
the
different.
mouth, running up to the mouth and literally making out with the character. I was
I
like,
didn't like that part. That was weird.
that was unnecessary. Especially when you were gonna light it on fire anyway. And
So
and
you
do-
didn't
and
talk
it
about the
didn't happen
beginning.
like
The
that.
lady with the huge fucking nipples, the cupcake sized nipples over there.
Yes, I
was
didn't know if you
watching
wanted to
this
bring
with
that
my
up.
wife, and she's like, "That guy has huge nipples." I'm like, "That's a woman." And she's like, "That's a woman." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's there to showcase the weird stuff and then the whole like if you step on one part of
Yeah, it wakes up the
You know,
whole branch.
it wakes up the whole thing.
I was like,
It's
I don't
just
remember that from the game.
yeah, it's just they start to add things that like
He stepped on us. He stepped on me.
Yeah.
He stepped on me. He stepped on you. He stepped on me. It's like stupid.
that's the one thing.
And they're all like flipping and turning over on the floor when they're looking out on a balcony.
I know
That's
some
so
people don't,
stupid.
and that's fine if some people don't care. I just didn't really like it. I didn't like those changes. If some people don't really think it's
Well,
I
it's
don't
Neil Druckmann who's changing it all.
Drunk man.
He is the director and producer of the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he is where he was when he wrote the first game. I mean,
Yeah,
clearly
he's on
we
a
saw
lot more
the second
drugs
game.
now.
Yeah, so I don't know,
Oh.
but
Is this The Last of Us? Oh,
I thought the clicker was cool. It was the same, people that did the sound effect for it in the game. They got them back to do the, So that was cool. That was a cool scene. They did that really well. I thought the museum looked good. The shots of Boston were cool. Obviously, they were CGI, but they were right out of the game, so that's cool. So yeah, I thought that was good. I mean, I did like it better than the first episode. But they just also are doing things where I'm just like, why did they?
Jesus, what's up, man? Oh, so now Jesus is here. So now we have to talk about the daily
Oh,
Tony
here we
Khan.
go.
It's all right.
But yeah, I'm done talking about The Last of Us.
No, you're
anyway,
not.
But
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I don't know. No, I'm just saying like, it is what it is. Like I liked it better than the first episode, but I just
Oh,
don't
so
really
you're liking
understand
it
the
now.
changes.
Well, you heard him. He likes it.
Well, I'm not gonna say I can't say an opinion on the whole show as a whole before until it's done. Until it's done, until we see the 10 to 12 episode, whatever it is. So that's when I'll do like a podcast or an actual discussion on it.
As long as they don't kill off Joel, they should be all right. I think Jericho will make sure he's dead.
He's really good at killing things.
Yes.
Yeah, good old Fatso. Dude, I would love it if a centaur just walked into AEW and just ripped off Jericho's head.
Just kicked his head off or something.
and then back kicked it with its hind legs, kicked his head into like the friggin' bleachers.
Some fan would try to sell it on eBay. Look, I got his head.
Yeah, they'll get $3 for it. He's getting that golf club player. Oh, Jericho's gonna be one of the bloaters. He already was. I hope he gets on that show so they could step on his fucking ass and he went. Jericho. What a jerk. Dude, how are you going to become like Hollywood Hogan? The guy that buried you in WCW, how are you going to become like him? And bury other people? I don't know. I'm still
Became the
pissed about it.
villain.
Dude, I'm so pissed at AEW and I'm watching WWE again. And you know that's bad. We're watching the Royal Rumble and WrestleManias. And that's it.
Yeah.
God, if it's not Stone Cold, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, number one, I only want to watch the night that he's on. And number two, if he's not on it, I don't know.
No, if he's not on it, I'm not watching that shit.
No, I really don't want to sit through that.
No,
but
I'm good. Dude, Triple H's Raw, there were like 3 matches and all the rest of it was segments.
it was horrendous.
He can't book to save his life. And we knew it. We knew it. We said when he takes over, it's going to suck, and look what happened. He took over, and it's worse. How do you book a show worse than Vince?
And you have the legends available for the show, and you still managed to screw it up.
They gave Hogan the mic. He started cursing, and they cut the mic.
The poker thing was the only good thing.
And they cut the mic. They should cut Jericho's mic. Should cut him from the company. How about that? Anyway, yeah, he can't book. So what are you doing? What are we talking about now? The Last of Us? You liked it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a step up. There was more stuff going on in this episode. Obviously, we had the startup of the intro that everyone knows, so that was the big thing in the first one. But this was kind of right into it because they're right in the middle of escorting Ellie, so that was kind of interesting. But the changes I didn't like.
All right, Frank, what are you doing?
I liked it better than the first one. The first episode. But yeah, I mean, I don't particularly care about the changes because it's a show, whatever, but I don't know. I'm curious to see where they go with it. So I'll check it out. I wasn't real interested at first. I'm a little more interested now just to see what they do differently, but we'll see.
Looking back, says Jesus, they dropped the ball on transitioning from Last of Us ending to Last of Us 2. Ellie and Joel should have just been separated and out in a situation where they had to work together. I agree. You just wrote a better story than the creator. Today is the RE2 remake's 4th anniversary. Oh, you're going to buy some flowers? I'm kidding. That is like one of the greatest remakes ever made.
So good.
I can't believe it's already been 4 years for that game.
4 years.
Austin and Hogan still wrestle? Bullshit. Austin's wrestling. Hogan ain't.
No, Hogan can't. He'll die.
Flair's gonna wrestle again. What the hell
Push
happened?
those
This guy
bags.
just left. Excuse me.
I was just checking to see if anything else popped up, but
Don't be shocked if Stone Cold becomes champion this year.
no, that would be something.
That would be awesome. But Steve Austin wrestles? Yeah, he wrestled last year, buddy. Where have you been?
He's feeling
He was also given a... They gave him a contract to wrestle at SummerSlam, but he didn't want to do it. Yeah, he wrestled some fat guy last year. He fought a sumo wrestler at WrestleMania last year. He main evented WrestleMania. How did you not hear about that? Austin took the concrete bump last year. Well, he's going to take more than that.
He could still do it.
He could do it. He needs money.
I mean, to come back for one night and get millions of dollars, why the hell not?
Millions. He's getting like $10 million for one night.
That's what I mean. He'll
Can
get
you imagine $10 million for one night for 15, 20 minutes in the ring? You'd have to be a
That's-
dumbass not to do that.
I know. I agree.
I see Austin one last run as champion. That'd be the only thing that brings me back. Yeah, for real. But the wrestler, you can't have old guys anymore. Yeah, well, right. That's what wrestling was. It was anybody could do it.
They'll come out
Wrestling
the
used to
Royal
just be
Rumble.
about making it look real, not about how old the fucking guy was. I mean, look, in Flair's case, like, yes, he shouldn't be in the ring. He has shit bags on the sides, for Christ's sakes. Austin, he's still spry. The guy can walk around. Let him do it. Goldberg did it.
Austin, Goldberg, The Rock, they're all still pretty good. Flair and Undertaker, I don't know. They might want to call it quits.
Fuck.
Sting's going to retire this year, too, he said. So who the hell's his final opponent going to be?
Sting's still pretty good too. He definitely is getting old,
He's
but
doing some ECW shit the last couple of years.
he still manages to work fine. So
I mean, you see Austin, like, he's like he's still putting in the work, like he's still trying to stay in shape. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Even though
he's
he's
been in the
older.
gym all year because he's trying
Yeah.
to get, in shape, his cardio done so he can run around.
So when he's supposed to drop, Roman Reigns.
Goldberg can't work. Oh, yeah, we've been hearing that. You know what's fucking funny? Nobody gave a shit in the 90s about Goldberg, like, working. Now, all of a sudden, he comes to WWE, he can't work. Yeah, all right. It's like saying Hogan can't work. It's like, we fucking know. But guess what? He's Hulk Hogan. I'm calling Sting's final match will be teaming against Darby against Samico. Samico? Sting's last match is going to be against a one-on-one guy. It might be against Darby. His last match won't be a tag match. It'll be an actual match. And then Tony Khan will come out and hug him and squeeze his ass cheeks.
at him.
Pet his ass hairs. Pet his butt cheeks. He'll give him the big gold belt. Like it's some WCW shit. So if Tony Khan buys WWE, which God, I hope he doesn't, he's going to fucking rename AEW WCW and bring back the big gold belt.
Mhm.
I want Steamboat versus Flair. And then Jericho could fucking fire everybody he doesn't like. And then he'll blacklist all the guys from the company, and that'll be great.
Can't wait.
Hell
Wrestling.
yeah, Vince.
I'll make sure Triple H doesn't come back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sting, your retirement gift, we got you the golden statue of Keanu Reeves. No, Tony Khan will buy him Keanu Reeves. He'll come out and hug Sting, too. Oh, Sting, you're a great musician, man. That's what Keanu Reeves will say to him.
Oh my god, that'd be so bad. Great musician.
Ric Flair could barely walk around the ring.
We saw.
We actually paid for that, got robbed. We knew we were getting robbed, but
I mean, it was worth laughing at. It was pretty funny. And it was also kind of sad, though.
it's sad that they scammed everybody.
Well, it's sad to see
They were
him
selling
in
like
that.
robes for like thousands of dollars, saying the last match robe or whatever. They were selling custom titles that said the last match.
And then a week later, he was in Mexico with Andrade.
Yeah, he was taking bumps there, and then he's fucking running around saying he wants to do another match.
Yep.
Because he was drunk during that match. It's like, dude, what? It's your last match. You were drunk during the match?
He looked bad at the end of that thing.
He didn't want to wear the big gold belt because he was afraid Vince was going to get mad at him.
Why would Vince get mad?
I don't know. It's not his belt. It's Vince's belt. Oh, Flair's a weird guy.
Yeah, he is.
Let's make sure you scream his name, Anthony. Fred Phillips.
Yeah, he's not appearing. They got Undertaker before him.
Are they gonna make everybody move out of the way and play his entrance music when he comes into the hotel? He's gonna walk like he can't walk
Take
anymore.
potato chips. The American fat ass over there. I baked you these cookies and brownies, Undertaker. Dude,
You know, some guy's gonna be like, "Will you sign my motorcycle?" Like Ron Perlman.
I'm a fucking fan. What if Ron Perlman's there and the Undertaker brings his motorcycle to be signed by Ron Perlman?
Oh my god!
And Ron Perlman doesn't know who he is. Like, man, you got some real fucking nerve bringing your motorcycle in it, and they get in a fist fight or something. And Ron Perlman knocks him out.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
The Undertaker on the floor bleeding.
It's just a whole brawl, just right in the lobby. The
Ron
hotel
Perlman
staff
broke
doesn't know
the
what to
streak.
do. They got to clean up the blood and shit. It's like a whole thing. Oh man, they're doing a whole like Sons of Anarchy reunion, and Jackie Earle Haley's going to be there, which is actually pretty crazy. Because it's his first Monster Mania appearance.
The fake
so he's gonna be
Freddy?
signing the fake Freddy.
Is he
and
going as
War-
Freddy or
Rorschach.
Sons of Anarchy?
He wasn't in Sons of Anarchy.
Well, why are you
but-
saying he's going to be with the Sons of Anarchy guys?
Well, he's also as well as like they're
Okay.
doing Sons of Anarchy, they're doing him, they're doing like Terrifier 2, they're doing, they don't really have like a theme in terms of like besides Sons of Anarchy, like they have another reunion for the Friday 13th, but they always do that. Like that's not really new. But here we are.
Someone should fucking scream, "Hey, Freddy, you suck!"
Someone just goes up, "Your Freddy was the worst."
Yeah.
And
Will
he's
you
just
sign
like,
my
"Thank you."
Robert England Freddy gear? He
You
charges
know.
too much, so I know you're a little bit cheaper.
Oh, no,
There's
you know
people
they're-
that don't know the difference. That think it's
Frank,
Robert
you are
England.
absolutely right. We see people all the time that bring shit that will be like, it's clearly not that person's like, mask or like, like it's not the Jason that's like they're getting signed, and it's just like, why are you getting something that isn't from that?
He wants the
Okay.
Monster Mania. All
To
right.
each their own.
What?
I pulled up how much the Undertaker's charging. Just to get a photo with him at the table, $200.
Yep, the photo ops are 220, I think, after tax, because he has a guarantee. If he doesn't make that, he won't even show up. So all that has to be sold in advance, because that's how expensive he is to have. So they have to sell all of his autos.
Motherfucker,
in
he should have
advance.
done this 30 years ago. Who
It
wants
says-
to see his old ass now for that much money?
It says you have to bring your own personal device
Yes.
for $200. They won't even take a picture
You
of
gotta
you
bring
with
sex
them.
toys with you to see this guy?
Well,
Yeah.
if you do the photo op,
Device?
that's separate. They have their own photo op like section and cameras. Like you don't need to do that. But if people want it at the table, it's just going to be a less professional looking photo. You know what I mean? But yeah,
worth
he's
that.
charging a lot. He's charging a lot, and I loved Undertaker growing up, but I would not wait around for that. Also, he's going to be late, and he's only there Friday, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, he could be late all he wants because he already got paid. He said
Exactly.
everything's going to be paid in advance, right?
Yeah.
He
Yep.
just has to show up, pretend like he gives a shit, and fucking leave.
He has to get through the people that paid though, right? So it's one of those things where it's like they cap it out, I guess, and then they move those people in. He'll be upstairs. He'll be away from everyone, you know.
Yeah, it's 200 for an autograph, and then 250 if you want him to autograph a belt or a chair.
You guys go to Fangoria weekend? No, I didn't.
I never went to them.
He ain't worth that. Maybe back in 07, I'd like Jackie Earle Haley to sign my Evil Within case. Because it's probably like $50. I want him to
Yeah.
sign my Series X.
They did get William Shatner for the Hunt Valley show, which is random.
What?
Which is random as fuck. But I don't know why they got him just randomly, but they're like, yeah, Shatner. So
When is that?
that is
Yeah.
April 14th to the 16th because they're adding an additional Hunt Valley show, which is so funny because the dude today was like, "Oh, I'm at the Skyrim office in Hunt Valley." I'm like, "What the fuck? That's literally where I do the show."
Oh,
But yeah. So they got Shatner announced, Christina Ricci's there, and then some.
that might be my only the opportunity to meet him. He's like 95 years old.
I would just recommend, dude, to be honest, if you were going to meet him, just get the VIP for Friday. It's worth the extra money
Hey,
because
but wait a minute. What about handicap passes?
they don't do anything like that, you know.
So,
But
okay, say you're handicapped. You got to wait on the line for 4 hours?
well, they
Yeah.
have an overflow room with chairs and stuff like that. You're sitting, you know what I mean. Usually that's how they do
Overflow
it for
room.
Hunt Valley.
He's probably
Yeah,
really
because
expensive.
the overflow
too.
room
So
with
the
the line.
handicap are overflowers. Okay. I see where this is going.
No, I'm talking about the lines. The lines are overflow because they have to do the lines in sections. You know
But
what
what
I mean?
about the handicap people? Like, do they get in a room and then they got to wait, or they get in a room and the guy comes in, or what happens?
I'm not sure. I don't know because it's how they handle the bigger stars. It's different than
Because
like
when we go to Disney, because we have health issues, we go to town hall and they give you a little yellow or sometimes blue pass with Donald Duck on it, and you magically skip all the lines.
yeah. I mean the reason why the VIP is cool is because it's jump the line, so you basically just skip it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know about how they would handle that with the because
So you got to
again,
pay extra because you're handicapped.
but again, I don't know. I've never been asked this question. You know what I mean? Like for Monster Mania, like I just do tables, so I don't fucking know. Like you know what I mean? Like I just don't know. So I'm the wrong guy to ask about that. But as far as like how they're gonna handle his line, I don't know because Hunt Valley is not it's not a big hotel. So I think they're just gonna have him up in a room by himself. And that's why I said overflow line because they can't have a line going down a fucking staircase. It's a fire hazard. So they have to put people in a room and do it by row. And that's what I meant.
Michael
probably gonna
Bean and
charge
Ed
a ton.
Furlong are going to be at Chiller. Oh, they're not really father and son. You know that, right? Remember when Christian TMZ
Oh, yeah.
caught up to Michael Bean? They're like, "Hey, your son got in trouble this week," and he's like, "Who?" And I had to explain it to him, and he just started laughing.
Ugh,
I can't believe they said that to him.
your son.
Yeah,
That was one of the greatest rants of all time.
I like how
I'm gonna check-
everyone hated the movie because of that, but then Batman was coming out. They're like, "Oh, Batman! We'll
Let's
definitely
all
go see
forget
him in
about that.
Batman."
Yeah.
Yeah, let's forget about that whole thing and go see Batman. What? What were you gonna say?
I'm just checking deal of the day.
Skyrim job office. He's been trying to get us to say that all night.
I know. It's all. There's nothing good on deal of the day. Pots and pans again.
My
Pots
Elgato
and
was
pans.
overnighted.
Oh, good.
I'm not even ready to put that in yet. It better work.
I hope so.
This Elgato, because I'm putting it in like the week you guys show up. We'll play Last of Us on PC.
Nice. Be cool to check out.
With cheats. Oh, so you know something funny? My wife and I are done watching Last of Us episode 2. And I'm like, well, you can play the game now, or you can wait until it comes out on PC, and I'll put cheats on. She'll play games. She don't care. She beat those friggin' Dark Pictures games. What was it, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago? And she's like, well, if I don't want to play it on PC, is it on Game Pass? I said no.
Oh, I wish, but no.
Yeah.
It's on PlayStation. Any questions in the chat before we wrap it up? We're going to leave in a few minutes.
Ask away. I'm looking forward to playing some Dead Space. Watching the Rumble.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Should be a good weekend.
Yeah, Dead Space will be cool. I'll probably
Last
just
of Us
check out
on
GoldenEye.
PS5 is invincibility mode along with other accessories. Can I get no reload and infinite ammo? If I can, I'll do it. Can I get all the items? Can I get all the money? I'll do it. What happened to cheat codes, man? Why are they like so taboo now
they're so
in fucking
hidden?
games?
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
like
you have to play this game on fucking Mega Hard. It's like I don't care about trophies. Can I just get codes?
yeah, and like if you deliberately put a cheat in and it disables the trophies, that's your
Look, I'm
that's
not a
your
hardcore
choice.
fucking idiot like all these people are today, okay? I'm not like one of these crazy people who are going to earn everything. No, I want to cheat in the game, okay? I don't have time for shit. I'm getting old. I want to get through a game. Okay? For kids that want to do that shit, that's fine. They could do whatever the fuck they want. I'm an old man. I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time for 90-hour fucking video games. I want to get in and get out. If you're going to throw a story at me, let me get in and let me get out.
Last
Don't
of Us
throw a
1 is
story
already
at
12
me.
hours long. You know what I mean? It's already a long game.
That's fine though. That's like a couple of nights. But The Last of Us 2 was obscenely too long.
It was
They
24
dragged
hours.
that fucking
It was
game out for
23
no
hours
reason.
long. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
because they
beating the
want
first one
people to
twice.
feel like they got their money's worth. And I'm getting really tired of that shit. Okay, you charge me $60, $70 for a fucking game. Great.
Yeah, there's too much fat on that.
And when people say, whoa, the game's only 5 hours. Motherfucker, I'll take a 5-hour game over a 90-hour game.
Right.
I know all you people have nothing to do with your life, but I got shit to do. Okay? Please. And I'm not the only one. As you get older, everyone in the chat agrees with me for the most part. When you're around my age, you just want to play a game, have fun, and get out. When you bought an RPG back in the day, that was when you were glued to the TV. What?
Remember it happened to me after God of War? I was like, I can't do it anymore. That was it. I just can't. I can't.
Not even halfway in the game, even though I put like 150 fucking hours in the God of War Ragnarok.
I think that was my last big one. That's it.
Vanguard had 2 versions, right? I believe so, yes. Because they always put the 1 version on sale.
Yeah, you could not upgrade the Xbox One version.
I need your help. I'm fighting with the eBay dude. What happened? Who's got time when you're working for the adult being a productive in society? Because I thought he said working for an adult film company.
Who has time then either?
When you're a working adult being productive in society. Exactly. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, we got stuff to do, man. We got families and more jobs.
Even on my days off, I don't want to sit there and play a game for that long.
Me neither.
I had my toilets put in today. That's important. I can't tell the plumber, hey, man, you know what? I got to play Last of Us. I'm fucking 10 hours into a 75-hour game. Could you come back next week when I'm done?
If he was like, ooh, Last of Us, I love that game. Can I play? So you're stuck with the plumber for 25 hours.
No upgrade for Vanguard. No, it was one or the other. Also, it gets where you can choose one, less or more items. It's pretty cool to let you choose how hard and how easy. Yeah, but here's the thing: I need all the items. I need all the money. I need no reload, infinite ammo. I need all that stuff.
So I'm looking at a list of the accessibility options. They do have a decent amount in
No reload.
even on Uncharted. So they basically have it to where they made it to where with the navigation they have like a path that shows you where to go. You can skip puzzles. You can have infinite breath so you don't die underwater. It looks like they have enable combat accessibility. So it says that hostages don't escape, enemies don't flank, reduced enemy perception, reduced enemy accuracy, invisibility toggle, which means that when you're not aiming, they can't see you, but when you aim, they can see you when you aim your weapon. And then you can turn on slow motion as well. But I don't think they don't have anything for like infinite ammo or
Infinite
they have
money.
infinite breath. No money.
Infinite
No like
crafting?
Nope.
Infinite
Looks like
WCW. RWK, all you gotta do is go on eBay, file a claim, say seller sent me the wrong, sold me the wrong version. They'll tell you to mail it back. They'll give you the money back, and they'll tell the seller to fuck off because that's what eBay is. That's why nobody uses it anymore to sell.
Yeah, you get screwed over.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like games are just a lot of games are just too long. I look for certain games. That's fine. I'm not bitching about every single game, but a lot of games today, man, they don't have any mercy on people. It's like, bro, I don't have time for this, and they make the games frustrating. And it's like, you know, you make an accessibility option for other people, but what about people with heart problems? I can't be screaming and yelling at a fucking game for being too hard. Give me infinite ammo. That'll help me.
They should just let you turn on all the cheats whenever you want, like they used
Yeah.
to.
Who cares how you play a game?
Yeah, and if you don't want trophies, that's your
I'm
choice.
fighting with the dumbass. Just file a claim. He's obviously not going to work with you, so file a claim. They'll take the money right out of his account and hold it until you mail it back to him. Just be like, yo, you sold me the Xbox One version. I thought I was buying the Series X version. There's no smart delivery on it backwards. I will tomorrow. Well, let me pull up our sponsors here on Patreon. I saw that. I want to thank our sponsors here on Patreon. JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast. Also want to thank Nick for being a member and Damian Poe, Liquor Sandwich, for being a member.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Richard with a $2 Canadian super chat. Any movies you want to review? I want to review? Maybe The Whale after we watch it?
If we ever get to watch it.
It's still not up. I just checked
Me too. I check
20 minutes
every
ago.
minute of
Yeah.
the day.
exactly what I said. He said I have both consoles and they should work on both. They do work on both, but as Xbox One, not Series. Yeah, he's using the fucking loophole to mess with you. Just file a claim. Fuck him. Instead of him actually talking to you, he's being a dick. For $20. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the whale. We will. When we watch the whale, we'll review it live.
I didn't send you. I don't know if this screenshot from the movie came from the trailer. I think this has been floating around, but I just think this is so funny. I gotta send you guys this in the group chat. This photo.
Fuck him. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I send it to you guys.
All you have to do is write back to him and be like, obviously you're not helping. And then just file a claim. Don't tell him you're filing a claim. Just say, obviously you're not helping. File the claim, because they look through the emails. Like your messages that your eBay messages. When you file a claim, they look through the messages. And they're likely to side with you if you're the one opening the claim. And they see that he's not doing anything to like help you. He's not offering anything, or he's just telling you like, "Oh, too bad, do this, do that." They don't want to hear that. eBay's been scammers' paradise. Sucks. A good thing is again manipulated by evil people. Yeah, I don't sell on eBay because of stuff like that. I mean, he's not RWK is not being a dick, but the guy's not working with them, so file a claim. But people file claims right when the claims are like, say you got 30 days to file a claim. On day 29, they'll file a claim. And then that gives them another 15 days.
Yep.
And when they file the claim, they take the money out of your bank. So and 9 times out of 10, they just give the money and they let the people keep the item sometimes. So the seller gets fucked.
Yeah, it's very bad for sellers.
Yeah, it's not the place to sell. It's a place to buy. Because you know you're covered, but to sell, it ain't the place anymore, man. Yeah, it got ruined. Definitely got ruined. There are other places to sell stuff online. I'm not talking about AliExpress. I don't know anything about that shit. But there's other places that you can use to sell stuff. And get out of it. Is Etsy okay? Yeah, Etsy's alright. What do you mean?
For
no?
like certain stuff, I don't know. I've heard horror stories, but
From who? For what?
that like it depends. If you're ordering like an item that's like, you know, an actual item, that's fine. But sometimes when you order customs, the site is very lenient, so it might take you like forever to get your item because the people just like, I'm working on it.
I've never had an issue. I had an issue one time.
Yeah, like if you're ordering like stuff that we would order,
I
like
ordered a Mortal Kombat 2 32 Xbox.
yeah,
Xbox. It's just a box.
right.
And the guy never mailed it out, and it passed like the shipping date or whatever, the date I was supposed to get it. And I messaged the guy. I was like, "Where is it?" And he goes, "Oh, it's on its way." I guess he forgot. That's the one time I ever had a problem. And I filed a claim, and they gave me my money back, and he had already mailed it.
Oh damn!
So I got the damn box, and I got my money back.
I guess you're good to go on that.
Well, that's what I got for waiting several weeks. But that was the only time I ever had an issue. Ever since then,
Yeah.
I never have an issue on Etsy. Never. Ever.
Never ever.
Never, ever. So
Look
what
at the
TV we buying? The big Samsung that plays Halo? It's
The
got Xbox
Samsung?
Live on it and Game Pass?
I thought you wanted a big OLED.
A Samsung OLED.
Oh,
Ah, fuck Samsung. I don't know. Good night. All right, RWK. Take care, man. We're going to leave soon anyway. Any questions, comments? Before I go, we'll ask the people, do you like this format? Do you like this new format?
I will abstain from voting.
Just vote. Who
Because-
cares?
Oh,
Yes, I love it. Okay. I would prefer this one over the other one because I don't have the camera dead in my face. And when it glitches out, you really can't notice it. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever the fans want.
I prefer to not be in the forefront either. So
The only problem is now I have to play a bunch of fucking gameplay every week and put it together. I just screwed myself. You change your format? See? Yeah, we have this beautiful layout.
I like it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, well, guess what? Start contributing. Send me some gameplay.
Yeah.
Now you don't like it. Now you guys are like, oh.
I think we should go back.
Time to go back.
I voted yes.
No, we could just try it, and if it becomes too much, we could go back or whatever. I don't want you to get stressed out over doing it.
Well, what I'll do is when I stream, I'll just record.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not an extra step, really, if I'm playing a game anyway. Mix it up. Yeah, I would
You
think
always get an
so.
external.
What?
Just get an external to like pack away the footage.
I got 2 terabyte NVMe on this computer. I got plenty of space on C. That computer I built for the basement has two terabyte NVMe's in it. And I'm putting a 1 terabyte in it for the emulators.
That's
the
awesome.
emulators.
Oh, I'll bring your drive came. I'll bring it on Saturday. By the way, the drive I owed you for you got me the other one. Well, my computer has 19 terabytes in it right now, so
Yeah, 19 terabyte computer, Anthony.
figure that one out.
You're rocking 500 gigabytes.
I'm not touching this thing for years.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey,
That's
see?
wild.
Anthony, here's what you gotta do. When you're ready to build your computer, wipe the old one. Give that to your wife. Let her do all the photo editing. Your thing still works, right? The computer?
Yeah.
You still have issues with it or no issues?
No issues. I mean, I've replaced a hard drive and I've updated stuff. Like I've said before, it's been hanging on pretty good.
Yeah, but
It
like
handles the
you don't
streaming.
see like the videos are still encoding properly and
Yeah.
built that computer
Yep.
10 years ago this year.
Which is crazy.
That computer lasted you 10 years.
Yeah. Obviously, like I don't have I'm not playing games on max settings or anything like that. A lot of streaming that I do on consoles, so it kind of takes the load off of the computer a little bit so that I can worry about streaming and rendering and recording and that stuff. So hell yeah. They're taking care of it.
If you think it's fast now, wait till you build a new computer.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be night and day. The technology has come a long way, so
The NVMe is like a life changer. The internal NVMe. Can't beat it.
yeah, I can't wait. That'll be that's the next move, the next move, but all in due time. Hopefully, sooner than later. But I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Gonna do his Xbox, gonna do his PlayStation, gonna do his computer.
Man.
The Xbox is going to be up next. That's hope maybe in February or something that could be done.
His birthday.
Maybe before then. I don't know. Just got to figure out if when I pull the tag on the Zadusa
You
here.
better get it soon because it actually dropped to 65. It was $79.99, right? It's 65 now. That's what I'm saying, man. He's just sitting here and the price is going down and he's still sitting here.
He's just still sitting here.
It dropped in price quicker than Callisto.
Let me see.
That's true.
Yeah, 65, and then for me it was $20 shipping, but I don't know how much it would be for you.
And you got yours what in 2 days, like me,
Oh yeah, mine came.
from Turkey.
Is this really where it comes from? I didn't
Turkey,
even
yep.
realize that. Wow, that's
Yeah.
why the shipping's so much.
Yeah,
So
but
it
you got
comes
it in
to
2 days. It's
85
like
with shipping.
$10 per day.
Yeah, I mean, can't
Whatever.
complain about that.
There's nothing else I have over here to talk about. Do I? Oh, I ordered a case for that G Cloud thing. It's on sale for 20, so I grabbed one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like that thing a lot. Let's see what the results are. 8 votes said that we should keep the layout like this.
Did anyone vote no?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
And guess what? They never will because I just ended the poll.
It's done.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
Hopefully, I'll be able to see tomorrow night. I have my eyes dilated.
You'll be able to see tomorrow?
Like tomorrow night, after I have my eyes dilated, I might not be able to see.
Better hope you can see for the Royal Rumble.
Oh, they'll be back to normal by
Now, you
Saturday.
see, Anthony, if he's at Monster Mania and has his eyes dilated, how's he gonna be the
Why would I do that if I had to go to Monster Mania?
You just make it the most
Yeah, my
inconvenient
eyes-
weekend on
Why
purpose.
would
Like,
I do that? I mean, I'd have to go like that day. Like, in the morning I'm getting my eyes dilated. That night I'm meeting Undertaker. So I just go up to some random
What a
guy and be
day.
like, "Hello, Undertaker."
What a day.
Why would anyone do that?
You're on the handicap line, Frank. You got your eyes dilated.
I didn't even be able to see him. Why would I do that?
he signs like the back
Well, you
of like
could
a
shake
piece
his
of
hand
paper or
and
something.
smell him. I don't know.
I'll know that scent anywhere.
Hey, why'd it smell like cotton balls and farts? You're getting your eyes dilated, Frank. Good luck with that. I had it done once. It ain't
I'm not
fun.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, you look like a Cinnabite though. Yeah, straight out of Hellraiser.
Hopefully they don't put pins in me.
Yeah.
You can't see what's going on. They start sticking pins in my head.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's dilated.
Why would I do that?
You go to a convention with your eyes dilated.
Like, let me make this the most inconvenient convention of my life. Like,
I'll go up to Jackie early and be like, "Hello, Mr. Taker. How much more shorter and bolder in person?"
I have to feel them. Like, oh.
man, that's so killer.
Oh God.
Well, if you have Xbox or Game Pass for PC, check out this game. What is it? High C?
Hi-fi.
High five.
Hi-Fi what? Router? Wi-Fi router? What's the name of this game? Hi-Fi what?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. Check it out. It's free if you have Game
Yeah,
Pass.
and it was fun. So
And for all you people that say "Ooh, Game Pass isn't free," yes, it is. Go fuck yourself. I don't have to pay for Game Pass till April 2024 or September 2024, so it's fucking free to me. Okay.
stacks on stacks. People don't know.
Well, it's free to me.
It's fucking free. Shut up. That's pretty much it. So everyone take care. Stay safe. Oh,
Take care,
check
guys.
out Dreadpool's channel. Check out his Teespring. He's on the road to 1,000.
Hell yeah.
Check out Jesus' channel, M3 TV, over on YouTube for all your pro wrestling news. Check out Anthony's channel, Let's Talk Resident Evil. Check out Trainwreck's channel at VB. He'll probably be streaming in a few minutes. He usually streams after we go off. Check him out. Go in his chat room. Support the guy. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching. Dreadpool's at 896 subs.
Nice.
Getting
Almost there.
He's almost there. He can get control over his channel once he gets to 1,000. So let's help him out. I think that's pretty much everyone else we have to promote. So I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
good, guys.
Bye.
All right,
Have a
bye.
good night. Bye.
They what? Look at these freaking suckers I took off. We're nowhere near done. We have like another 3 hours left. All right, I'm kidding. I'm out of here.